What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Sherry, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Fireballs and the Devils. And with that, I want to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Fall 25 Battle Court season. I am Andrew Blackman, joined as always by Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's rematch between the Fireballs and the Devils. How you doing tonight, Stu?
Doing great. We saw an entirely different Devils team the other night, didn't we? What was that, Friday night?
Absolutely, against these Fireballs. They're saying the rematch tonight. Devils won that contest 5-1 and without Nicholas. They got Nicholas back tonight. Looking to recreate that magic that we saw. Beginning here with a little doubles action today. Standard game day, 2 singles and 4 doubles. We'll feature Division 5 matchup here to get us started. Joseph and Ikeda out there for the Fireball, still looking for that first win. They will take on Benetrix and Rock. We had 3rd and final game day between the Fireballs and Devils in the regular season. The first one back on October 1st ended in a 3-3 tie. And just this past Friday night on the 17th, 5-1 win for the Devils. Of the 6 matches played in tonight's game day, 5 have been played previously. All 5 were won by the Devils.
So let's see what happens today. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our first match on the game day. Joseph will have the serve for the Fireballs. Joseph serves. We begin. Interference rule. The point will be replayed.
little interference to start off the day.
No hard feelings between.
No, you know, Ikeda. We're having fun.
Look around. Where should I stand exactly? You've been doing this a while now, Greg. You know. Illegal carom serve. First fault, second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Now with interference, you do get a reset of the serve. So, and in that case, first serve was good. Gets a second one coming up here.
Serve is picked. Drop shot. Scores on the second bounce. First point for Benetrix and Rock of the Devils. Benetrix has the serve.
Well, Benetrix has been one of the most aggressive front quarters this entire season. I mean, playing down here in Division 5 certainly helps, but you still got to go out there and win these matches and get comfortable out there on the court, comfortable with the shots, and Benetrix has done just that through the first month and a half of his playing career. Drop shot to the inside, gets him on the board first. Well done.
Ikeda on the catch at the 11 line. Powerful forehand. Rock from the right side. Benetrix comes back to the 10 line. Went for an outside placement. That caught the pad. Point for Joseph and Ikeda. The fireballs were all tied up 1-1. Joseph serves.
Yeah, must have just, hooked it a bit, or just a missed throw there to the outside. Benetrix knows the last place to put that ball is in the pad. Yeah.
Also, I think part of what happens is that if a front quarter gets that far back, they kind of recognize, because that's what the numbers are on the wall, is basically let the players know where they are in relation to the court. There's a forehand save by Ikeda. Benetrix takes it in the air, backhand. Rebote. Joseph on the rebote. Benetrix makes the catch in the air. Placement to the outside, deep in the backcourt, will score 2 points for Benetrix and Rock of the Devils. Benetrix has the serve.
Well, that's a really smart shot against this team in particular. Ikeda much prefers the right side with his rebotes over the left. So even if Ikeda does move to the outside, he has to play that rebote to his left. And Joseph has got to start moving pretty early on to recognize that that's his ball. And that's a tough ask of any front quarter.
Powerful serve by Benetrix, stopped by Ikeda. Ikeda at the back wall, tremendous catch, strong forehand. Benetrix now from the 9 line. Ikeda again at the back wall. Rebote coming out, that's that rebound off the back wall. Joseph makes the save. Benetrix is there, winding up. Costello to the inside. Great save by Ikeda. Kicks up. Benetrix stops it. Backhand. Ikeda comes out to make the rebote. Backhand to the corner. Ikeda's there. Hard to the inside. What a catch by Ikeda at the 9 line. Beautifully played. Ikeda now over the top outside placement. Benetrix stops it.
Yeah, he grabbed the net.
Player touched the screen with the left hand. That's a fault. Point for Joseph and Ikeda.
Yeah, so as Stu was explaining there, that is a loss of point. Yeah, just that slight touch of the net.
Even settling himself. I don't know that Benetrix is familiar with that. Again, he's new to the program. He's seen the rule, but again, muscle memory and the way he's played traditionally, I don't think that was foremost on his mind. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Again, incidental contact is allowed, but you can see he just kind of pushed it away from him to give himself a little more space. So again, just a slight one there, but still a good call by the front court judge.
Benetrix picks the serve on the forehand. Hard throw. 3-wall play. Ikeda, eyes on the rebote. Just went off the frame of Ikeda's cesta. That's a 3rd point for Benetrix and Rock of the Devils. Benetrix serves.
Well, it goes right back to the 3-wall. And that time Ikeda's got to play on the rebote, but as you said, left side compared to the right, you're going to see plenty more misses, and swing and a miss right there. 3-2. Devils back in front.
Hard serve by Benetrix. Rebote forehand. Ikeda takes it on the bounce at the 10 line. Ikeda, beautiful catch back at the 13 over the top. Stopped by Benetrix. Beautiful catch by Ikeda at the side wall now. Catch by Joseph. He stopped that one in the air. Benetrix now from the 7. To the corner, out to the rebote. Joseph, forehand rebote. Caught by Benetrix. Outside placement from the forehand of Benetrix will score. 4th point for Benetrix and Rock. Benetrix serves.
Yeah, first outside placement attempt went in the pad. I mean, the intent when you're throwing it outside, I'm assuming, is to just target Joseph a bit. So, I mean, no reason to throw it low and potentially give away the point. This time he elevates it, and then also it's kind of kicking up at his feet, too, which makes the catch even more difficult.
You're absolutely right, Andrew. And also, Ikeda, though, is covering more court since he threw that first outside placement. That 3-wall play that he tried to stop. But Ikeda's catching is as good as I've ever seen. That's a powerful backhand by Ikeda, wall-to-wall from the left side. Rock up high on the right side. Backhand by Ikeda. Scoop by Ikeda on the forehand. Hard to the inside. Benetrix is there. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Joseph on the rebote. Powerful forehand by Benetrix. Rebote coming out again. Ikeda on the rebote. Hard to the inside. What a snag by Benetrix on the left side. Rebote by Ikeda.
Caught the pad.
That ball hit the pad, and the pad is bad. That's a 3rd point for Joseph and Ikeda. With the fireballs, Joseph serves.
It's just about knowing the opponent, you know, more than anything else. And in this case, throwing a cortada and potentially giving away the point again to give the ball to Ikeda when you got Joseph out there who hasn't made a ton of catches in this match. I mean, giving away a few, and that's why you see the frustration for Benetrix, because he knows it too. And wastes no time with that 2-wall.
The 2-wall off the serve will score. 5 points for Benetrix and Rock. That's possible set point.
And something you mentioned earlier, which is, I mean, actually very true, that sometimes for traditional players coming over and playing in, you know, Division 5, Division 4, Division 6, it's very difficult for them too. You know, not used to that, that pace, not used to the shot. It's just a totally different speed for them. It can take a while to adjust.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. I'm reminded of the matchup with Lopez. With Lopez and Flores, I'm not sure who they were playing against, but it's, you know, Lopez was used to his front quarter doing a bit more of the work. Here's the backhand by Benetrix. Ikeda gets out there. Oh, hooked the rebote. Point and set for Benetrix and Rock of the Devils. They win the first set 6-3. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
I think we're on this side.
Yeah, I just absolutely love that shot selection right there. I mean, you don't involve the sidewall. Backhand to the outside. If Ikeda gets to it, it's a left side rebote. And Joseph's got to start moving. If he does get there, he digs it out and then sets up Benetrix on the next throw. I mean, that's just great thought. And yeah, it's going to take some time, a few mistakes in the first set. But as we've seen and as the numbers indicate, I mean, Benetrix has been one of the strongest players this season.
And really right from the time that he started, which is, we always talk about this break, like a break-in period, where players get used to the court. And Benetrix's adjustment has been, now I think we can safely say he's had the quickest adjustment of really anyone. I think Olheron, that was 2 years ago? I'm starting to lose track.
Oh, it's been man, Stu. I think that was like 4 seasons ago. Could have been 2 years, 4 seasons. Played 2 seasons each year. But.
So Olheron had made the quickest jump, and then Alex Hormacheo, of course, he adjusted very quickly as well. But Benetrix seems to have gotten to the top of his game quick. And so don't show Ben that. Otherwise, Ben's going to be chasing Benetrix around the court with the massage gun.
Los pelos.
So he's saying, he's like, this guy's just massaging himself. What about me? I'm working hard out here. Just a little something.
Echeberry, another one who, again, is taking a little bit longer, but finding his game as well.
Well, just a well-played first set by the Devils. Benetrix and Rock 3-2 this season. And Joseph and Ikeda, just been a struggle all the way around. They flipped the court too. I mean, Ikeda started in the front, Joseph in the back. Just trying to find what works, what combination is best. You know, Ikeda's doing all he can sometimes. You know, as you mentioned, covering a lot of the court, but needs some support up there in the front. See if Joseph can get back here in set number 2. Fireballs will have the serve to begin that second set.
We're ready to begin our second set. Joseph has the serve for the Fireballs. Ball tipped in the backcourt. First point for Joseph and Ikeda. The Fireballs, Joseph serves.
Yeah, just got a little contact with the sidewall. That's the key on these serves. You know, Rock's been pretty solid so far today. First miss, just got to lock in.
Robote forehand.
Oh, boy. That's
had enough contact with the wall to score, cleared the pad. That's 2 points for Joseph and Ikeda. Joseph serves.
Hey, look, you know, everyone needs a little luck sometimes in sports. You know, here he hooks one off the sidewall, but look at where it ends up.
Oh, in highlight
just
especially.
Above the pad.
Exactly. I mean, that just...
And there's no chance. It doesn't matter who's playing up there. They're not going to get there before the second bounce.
Everything about that shot looks like it's going inside, which is where Benetrix was headed. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Sure you don't want to take it? Powerful backhand by Rock. Caught in the air beautifully by Ikeda. That's a great catch. Robote coming out. Joseph sets up for the Robote, makes it low. Benetrix takes it in the air, down. Low, hard to the corner. Robote coming out. Ikeda's there. Ikeda up high, passing. Here's Rock on the forehand. Rock back to the inside. Ikeda's there. Catch by Rock on the left side. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand to the outside, stop by Joseph. Cortada by Joseph, stop by Benetrix. Big backhand follows. Robote at the wall. Kane makes a great save. 2-all is vicious. In and scores.
That one just exploded out of the cesta and the side wall for that matter too.
Really well thrown.
And Joseph, by the time that ball was by him, he didn't even make a step towards it. Look at this one. Benetrix, a little extra, half a second there to make sure he had full control, and then boom, right into the side wall.
The footwork has to be correct. Yeah. See, the footwork is just slightly different between the catch and throw. That's the gathering that you see after they make the catch. If your feet were the same way they were when you caught the ball, when you go to throw the ball, really difficult to do. Yeah. Fine effort by Joseph. That ball fell just short of the front wall. That's the second point for Benetrix and Rock. Benetrix has the serve.
Yeah, just a communication issue. I mean, Ikeda really wanted to take it, but at the last moment he realized he was backing up into the back wall. So called Joseph late, and if you're not moving, you're going to see a player lunge back for the Robote. It's hard for them to get enough power to reach the front wall.
It's a hard serve by Benetrix. There's the backhand. Robote forehand. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Benetrix takes it on the bounce. Backhand to the inside. Ikeda sets up for the Robote on the forehand. Catch by Benetrix. Outside placement. Scoop is tipped. A third point for the Devils. Benetrix and Rock. Benetrix serves.
Just throwing it hard and right at Joseph. That's been, it's been effective so far for Benetrix. He's taken the sidewall out of it. You know, you can get a Magic City bounce, You don't need to risk throwing one out of play.
And just start flirting with the line, too.
Right,
Absolutely.
the intent forced Joseph to beat you, and did just that right there.
What a catch by Ikeda off the hard serve by Benetrix. Forehand rebote to the inside. Ikeda from the 9. Straight back. Rocks there. Backhand from the 11. Ikeda on the forehand. Benetrix will take this on the bounce. Backhand, right up the middle. Ikeda makes the catch on the right side. Karam
there you go.
Is in and scores. Beautifully executed Karam from the backcourt by Ikeda. We're tied up 3-3.
That's really the only issue if you go straight to the outside. I mean, this is more up the middle, and Ikeda's able to make a catch on it. You just got to get a little further to the outside. There's still plenty of space there that you don't have to flirt with the boundary line and get it enough outside that Ikeda's out of the play.
Benetrix picks the serve, drop shot,
yeah.
Scores on the second bounce.
Back.
That's a 4th point for Benetrix and Rock here in the second set.
And I love the splits from Benetrix, too, in Division 5, averaging like 4 kills per match. You know, he's got 1 2-wall, 1 splitter, 1 Filo, 1 Dehada, so you never quite know exactly what's coming in. And then this Division 2, I mean, that's incredibly tough to play against.
What a catch by Ikeda again off the hard serve by Benetrix.
Ooh,
Rock,
great catch.
Tremendous catch on the left side. Powerful forehand. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Benetrix. Ikeda will let it pass. Rebote. Rebote forehand just above the pad. Benetrix is there. He goes outside. Joseph caught that in the air. Beautiful backhand. Here's Rock. Backhand from the 11.
I'm not sure that one was going out, Stu. That was too close to let go.
I think that's what Ikeda was telling him. But, you know, he caught it and returned it.
What would he have told him if it dropped in? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It would have been even worse. So.
Benetrix on the backhand, powerfully to the back wall. Rebote coming out, that's at the side wall. Joseph going for the save that falls just short. 5 points for Benetrix and Rock in the second set. Possible set, possible match point.
I mean, we've seen balls waist level drop in, and that one was about at his ankles. I mean, that was pretty low. So, again, you just got to go for it. Safety first. In life and highlight, you just got to make sure, you know.
Did you say in life and in highlight,
Well,
Andrew? I mean, I've always known you as someone who lives on the edge. But in highlight, yes. Safety first. Here's the catch by Ikeda. Powerful forehand. Benetrix going to take that on the bounce, left side. Ikeda, backhand from the 12, backhand 2. Benetrix gets out there to make the catch. Karam. Joseph had it, and then it's out of the cesta. That is point, set, and match for Benetrix and Rock, taking it in straight sets for the Devils. 6-3, 6-3.
First win of the game day going to the Devils, Benetrix and Rock. Now 4-2 on the season. Get that first win on the board for the Devils. We'll see Division 1 doubles coming up next with Arutya and Aratz against Echeberry and Nicholas.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Let's take a look at that game day score reflecting that win by the Devils, Benetrix, and Rock. 4-2. And second win against this Fireballs Division 5 team. We got our winners over in the cage, ready to go. There they are, Benetrix and Rock. Congratulations, guys. 2 wins against this Joseph and Ikeda team in the regular season. What gave you guys the confidence to go out there and do it again tonight to get your team on the board?
He's having a hard time hearing, but what gave us the confidence, just us communicating with each other. We're fortunate that they were throwing it a lot of times that he was in his possession. He was I was just trying to stay out of Benetrix's way, just making sure that there's no chit-chats or chulas, and just backing them up.
Awesome, Rockwell. You guys played great once again. First win of the day. Congratulations and good luck.
Yes, go Devils.
Thank you. Go Devils.
Up next, Division I doubles. We'll see Arutya and Aratz out there for the Fireballs. Echeberry and Nicholas for the Devils. Now, listen to the records here. Arutya and Aratz 3-1. Echeberry and Nicholas just 1-5. But remember, when these two teams matched up back on October 1st, it was Echeberry and Nicholas that won in straight sets for their only win of the regular season. So we'll see what happens here in the revenge match for the Fireballs. I mean, Arutya and Aratz have been strong. The team needs a bit of a spark. This would be the time to get right back in it with a win. Again, you got Nicholas back out there healthy in the backcourt for the Devils. He was not there in the last game day where the Devils won 5-1. So see what they do here in this Division I doubles match. About ready to begin. We are ready to begin our second match. Arutya and Aratz serve to Echeberry and Nicholas. That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Ball runner to the inside, scooped up by Aratz at the 11. Sends this one deep. Nicholas takes it off the side wall. Echeberry backs up to the 9 line, fires it inside, stopped along the wall. Here's Aratz deep in the backcourt, lifts it up. Nicholas runs under it. Arutya from the 9, powerful backhand, cutting along the wall. Nicholas steps in, sends it deep. Aratz there in the corner makes the catch. Nicholas takes one off the side wall, coming up the middle now. Aratz keeps it on the left, backhand. Nicholas changes it up, gets in there on the right side. Aratz lines it up, makes the catch, sends it back. There's Nicholas from the 11. Back inside again, Aratz takes it right off the wall. Runner drops between the fireballs. Arutya goes to the floor. Echeberry moves up on it. Costado straight up the middle. Aratz knows where to be. Carom return, caught in the air by Echeberry. He whips one back to Aratz, and he scoops it right up. Go to the left side now. Arutya attacking, couldn't get there. Here's Aratz from the backcourt. Nicholas now tries to get it past Aratz, reaching behind him in the corner, pulls it in. Now Echeberry. Low running backhand. Aratz couldn't get there. Has to save the rebote. Just kind of lays it up. Echeberry attacking. Outside placement. Stopped by Aratz. Carom by Aratz. Will score.
Wow.
What a point there to get things started. Arutya and Aratz on the board first. The defense.
So Arutya lines, Echeberry lines this up, just rifles it. Aratz makes a fantastic catch. Arutya goes back to the inside, but Aratz is well aware of where he is. They tap Cestus afterwards. The Carom was the shot to throw. No one was there. Beautifully done by Aratz. I mean, that was really nice.
And under a bit of pressure, too. Nicholas was moving outside.
No question about it.
Aratz thought about it. Lets that rebote come out. Arutya plays it just above the pad. Drops to the backcourt. There's Nicholas. Wall from the left side. Rebote forehand. Cut off by Echeberry. Takes a look. Sends it back. Aratz is there. Echeberry again. Backhand. A little bit higher. Aratz steps back. Pulls it in. Right off the side wall. Ball tipped by Nicholas. That's 2 points for the Fireballs.
Nicholas just with a rare miss. He's usually spot on as far as the catching. Again, Aratz doing a good job keeping that ball close to the side wall during the volleys.
Echeberry's got the serve. Drop shot. Arutya's quick. Oh, he got there in plenty of time. Philo scoop by Echeberry. Now Aratz from the middle of the court. Drops the backhand inside. Scoop by Nicholas. Arutya back of the 10. Cuts one off. Low running backhand. Now Nicholas. Higher and harder. Gets it by Aratz. Arutya alone for the rotate. Whips it inside. It's dropping. Caught in the air. Here's Nicholas. Aratz steps up. Backhand by Aratz. Aratz from the 11. Long rebote coming out. Echeberry turns it over the top. Aratz gets there. Arutya from the 9 sends this one deep. Nicholas waiting for it at the 12. High and hard. Aratz reaching up in the corner. Leaping grab. Nice play. Now Echeberry backed up to the 9 line. Low running backhand pulled in by Aratz on the hop. Now Aratz from the 11. That backhand got away from him. Kicks up and out of play. First point for the Devils. Echeberry and Nicholas.
That point start, I mean, with Arutya blasting it, the scoop by Echeberry, just so beautifully executed by both front quarters. Just on top of the ball, the catches were spectacular.
That is an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Here's Aratz. Throws one up over Echeberry's head. Now Nicholas on the forehand. High to the inside, lined up right off the side wall. Aratz sends it deep. There's Nicholas back in the corner. Aratz thought about it. Lets Rebote come out. Arutya turns it. Oh, Echeberry goes up at the 9. Sends it back. There's Aratz waiting for it in the middle of the court. Now Nicholas from the 10. Backhand caught on the left side of Aratz. That one riding the wall. Echeberry going to get back in there. Turns it over the top. Arutya. Costado. Oh, that kick to the middle of the court. Nicholas is right there. Well, runner. Oh, Arutya got back in.
Fearless. Fearless on that left side.
Long rebote. Turn to the 6 line. High inside. Aratz gets it. Backhand from the 9. Low runner. Echeberry's got it again. Rebote comes shooting off the back wall. Cutting inside. It's hooked, but it lands in, and it scores. That's 3 for the Fireballs.
Again, Arutya offering his hand up saying, hey, you know, I obviously hooked that, but still scores. It's just, it's really just a sign of, I mean, they're competing for the prize money is basically sitting there, and whoever wins it gets the prize money,
right,
and also advances. So that's obviously on the line, but it's not by any means.
Yeah, look at this one here. Yeah, hooked into the sidewall.
Yeah, sorry.
Not like a half carom, but still, I mean, opens up a bit. Hard serve coming in. Nicholas handles off the sidewall. Now Aratz charging in from the 11. Backhand stays low. Echeberry rips it off the wall. Leaping grab back in the corner. Aratz drops this one at Echeberry's feet. He runs around it, keeps it on the left side. Powerful backhand caught in the corner once more and crossed late. Now Nicholas right back to Aratz. He fires it deep. Nicholas back into the corner. Stops it on the left side. Echeberry goes up, cuts this one off at the 9, blast inside, taken in, right off the sidewall by Aratz. Ball missed on the numbers. Tough one. Makes it 4-1, though, in favor of the Fireballs.
You can tell the ball was right on the wall because that's where Echeberry put his cesta. Different players handle the sidewall different, the sidewall catches that are right along the wall differently. Some players you'll see they stick the cesta exactly perpendicular to the sidewall with the tip going into the sidewall. Others at a slight angle.
Nicholas handles another powerful serve. Back inside, there's Arutya coming cross court. Make the play. Nicholas again. Arutya rips that one off the numbers, sends it deep. Nicholas backed up to the glass, stops it overhead. Now Aratz from the 12 line, backhand to the inside. Nicholas waiting for it. Now Arutya makes the stop overhead, sends it deep. This is coming out a long way. Echeberry still going at the 5 line to the inside. Aratz runs around it and saves the rebote. Echeberry another Costado. This one thrown to pass. Arutya tries to save the rebote. He does. Drops it at Echeberry's feet. Now Nicholas from the backcourt. Nicholas now just beyond the 11 line. Puts one on the sidewall. Aratz takes it right off. Echeberry digs out her rebote. Arutya moves up on it, attack, split placement. From the Costado scores. 5 points and a possible set point for the Fireballs.
Arutya looking really comfortable today. He looked really good in the practice as well.
Yeah, I mean, the splitter here is, you know, when players are throwing splitters, to me, it's a sign that they're seeing the court really well.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And also that their opposing front quarter has respect for their ability to throw the 2-wall, because
sure.
they go straight outside there at the 4 and 3 line to cover it.
It's such an intentional shot, though.
Yes.
I love it. Rebote, long one coming out. Arutya turns it overhead, drops it at Nicholas's feet, makes the catch on the bounce on the forehand. Now Aratz steps away. Arutya, high save on the rebote. Nicholas lines it up in the middle of the court, shoots a cortada. Arutya's quick, got back in there, scooped it right up. Now Nicholas, 11 line to the inside again. Low forehand, taken up high by Aratz. Nice grab. Now Echeberry, what a backhand that was, comes flying off, turned by Arutya and caught by Nicholas up at the 11. Now Aratz slows things down. Echeberry couldn't get it. Nicholas from the backcourt lobs it up. Arutya took off early, still going at the 4 line to the outside. That's a big rebote. Might get over Echeberry. He does make a save. It's a splitter that scores. My, oh my. Big turnaround there for the Devils. They get their second point and the serve. So
Arutya generated so much power on that rebote. You saw Echeberry backing up, usually, you know, backpedaling. Usually it's all you can do to get the ball to the front wall, but turning it into something, that's something entirely different. Very well done by Echeberry.
Aratz on the backhand, catch overhead by Nicholas. Sends it deep into the corner. Aratz is there. Oh, Nicholas peels one off the sidewall, sends it back. Aratz waiting for it at the 13. Aratz just beyond the 11. Puts it inside, dropping there. Nicholas steps up. Echeberry just beyond the 8. Low runner. Aratz stands in the corner. That's a tough grab. A powerful throw. Here's Arutya, just beyond the 10 line. Backhand opens up. Echeberry stays with it, drops it inside. Aratz,
oh, what a
cutting
catch.
To the sidewall, makes the catch blind in front of his face. Now Nicholas, 10 line, tries to pass. Aratz, not going to let him. Great catch back in the corner. Bombs the backhand up, taken off the sidewall by Echeberry. He goes deep. Arutya at the 6 line, whips it inside low, picked up. Here's Nicholas on the bounce, forehand to the inside. Aratz makes another good catch. Aratz all he can behind this one. Nicholas reaching overhead, takes the forehand, sends it back. Not on the wall though. Aratz makes the catch, gets it off quick, and Nicholas steps up. Rebote again, cutting inside. Arutya turns it. It's on the wall, but Nicholas lined it up beautifully to make that catch. Inside placement again. Aratz gets it, fires it back. Nicholas keeps it on the left side. Tough scoop back in the corner. Drops it up. There's Nicholas once more. This time from the 12 line. High and hard. Rebote's coming out. Arutya left side play. Puts it on the wall. Nicholas reaching up high. Controls it. Long one coming out again. Arutya more up the middle. Nicholas keeps it on the left side. That backhand. Tries to target Aratz. He steps up. Makes a catch in the air. Rebote looks just above the pad. Arutya gets back in on the bounce. Powerful throw. Clean miss on the jump.
Good communication.
Saves it on the back end, but Arutya another chance. Inside placement, scooped up by Nicholas. The backhand's going to clear the overhead screen. Back to Arutya. This one on the wall. Nicholas peels it in off the sidewall at the 10 line. And the scoop is missed in the corner. Devils again. Hard fought point goes their way. 3-2, 3-5 rather. Still a possible set point.
It's a tremendous point, and for Aratz to tip a ball, I mean, like I say, one can wait a very long wait if you're waiting for Aratz to miss either one of these back quarters. See, if the front quarters don't have the opportunity to throw a shot, the volleys get long, but they need the opportunity. Not just a question of, oh, hey, they need to throw the shot.
They could throw it any time.
It needs to be there. The shot needs to be open.
That's an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up.
Because certainly Arutya and Echeberry, we know, have no problem throwing shots.
Yeah.
They just haven't had the opportunity.
And great pace to this first set, too. Aratz takes the serve, sends it deep, just clears. Echeberry still going at the 4 line to the inside, caught in the air by Aratz. Nicholas knew the low runner was coming, stepped up, caught it in the air. Now Aratz takes one off the sidewall, tries to send it deep. Comes to Nicholas at the 11. Catch by Aratz off the sidewall, backhand, pulled in by Nicholas now. Arutya up the 8, cuts one off, fires it deep. Nicholas, no problem reaching up high, controls the catch, sends it back now. Arutya opens up to the middle of the court. Nicholas shoots a forehand. It crosses the wall, but Aratz picks it up deep in the backcourt. Forehand of Bote turned over the top. That caught the corner. Aratz from the 11. Forehand picked off overhead. Nice grab by Echeberry. Bote forehand dropping for Arutya. Nicholas takes a look, throws it over his head. Aratz waiting for it in the corner, makes the leaping catch. Nicholas now from the 11, this one dropping. Aratz steps up, sends it deep. Echeberry all alone. Rabote missed. Point and set. Arutya and Aratz take it 6-3. 2 minutes will come back and play set number 2.
Just based on the positioning and follow through, I'm guessing Echeberry was going straight outside with that, you know, what we typically refer to as a filo or cutting Rabote straight to the outside.
I agree, Steve.
But you got to get it in the cesta. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our second of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. It's quite a huddle there, huh? With the fireballs. I mean, that's pretty intense.
Very engaged over there.
Yeah, that's intense.
Big call. Top 5 ranked players. The only one missing there, Joseph, and you see them with Arutya and Aratz on the bench.
I can tell you that's even without seeing the face. You just know that Ikeda in the hoodie, solidly in the hoodie.
You got to imagine that these two, Arutya and Aratz, were fired up to get out there against Echeberry and Nicholas because, I mean, back on the 1st of October when they played, the Fireballs had a 3-2 lead going into that final match of the day. Arutya and Aratz against Echeberry and Nicholas. You had a winless Devils team against an undefeated Fireballs. Seemed like it was over, right? And then Echeberry and Nicholas win it 6-1, 6-4 in straight sets. So I can, you know.
How often do we say that? It's high life.
Right.
It's high, what did we see the other day? I'm referred to it now a couple times, but Gaucheri and
Manu with the 5-point comeback
the other day. Yeah. It's like no lead is safe, and it's like, well, how can you say that? He's got 5 points, the other guy's got 1 point. It's like, especially with these two, no lead is safe.
The Devils playing well towards the end of that set. Some good stuff that they can bring into set number 2.
Focus there on the Devils side. Communication between Echeberry and Nicholas has been spot on. You see Benetrix there coming off a first match win.
And this is kind of the part of the game day that the Devils just kind of have to navigate this match and then the next 2. Echeberry, Nicholas 1-5. Kubala and Rock play Joseph and Cabrera next. Kubala and Rock just 1-5, and then Echeberry against Lalu in singles, and Echeberry still winless there. I mean, if they can get, 1 win, 2 in these next 3 matches would be great. But down a set here, got a lot of work to do to get back in the match. Devils will have the serve here to begin set number 2. Get more aggressive play from Echeberry, but didn't result in a ton of shots. You know, threw a lot of costados, more split placements, but see if he starts to open it up a little more here in set number 2.
And realistically, it's, again, you know, when you're going to, if you're going to throw that shot to the outside and try to make it a kill shot, when you see your opponent lining up to catch it, it makes you rethink your shot selection.
Echeberry serves, and set 2 is underway. High hard backhand into that corner. Echeberry tries to dig it out. Nice save, but feeds Arutya. Costado 2-all picked off along the net. Ortada dropping. Oh my, what a grab by Aratz just before the second bounce, and a great scoop by Nicholas follows. Catch off the sidewall. Aratz back in position. Nicholas does the same at the 12.
It's like the first set never ended. It's like there was no break. They just came back with the exact same energy that they left with.
Here's Arutya. Pulls it off the sidewall. Powerful backhand is coming way out. Echeberry backpedaling quickly. Turns it high to the inside. Aratz, though, handles along the wall. runner, tough scoop. Nicholas makes it, backhand. Right on the wall, stopped by Aratz. Now Nicholas from the outside, puts the backhand on the wall. Aratz steps out of the way. Arutya, nice save on the rebote. Rebote to wall.
My,
that's a good one by Arutya. Snapped in there to score. First point of set 2. Those are the Fireballs.
I don't know if folks are going to believe this, but we really don't have a slide that comes up in front of us that says, say my now. We've been listening to each other for a couple years. That's like, my, oh my. It's just such a great shot.
Sometimes, you know.
Yeah. There's nothing else to say about it.
Just a little different.
Yeah.
That was a good one by Arutya.
Again, the first one earlier, he threw the shot. Echeberry was right there.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up.
Again, he generates so much power.
Second serve is good. Nicholas low running backhand to the inside. Scooped by Aratz. Nicholas now from deeper to the backcourt. Comes out a little bit lower. There's Arutya to cut it off. Powerful return. What a bullet. Nicholas stands in, makes the catch at the 13 line. Arutya again sends another one. Nicholas steps up, pulls it off the side wall. This one coming up the middle now. Nicholas, another backhand. Aratz all alone, scoops it up in the corner. Arutya crashes into the sidewall, backhand. Right up the middle, Nicholas now with the forehand. Sends it over Arutya's head, and Aratz has to scoop it up before it crosses the sidewall. Big backhand follows. Echeberry tracks it down, sends it inside, but Aratz steps up, handles in the air. Now Nicholas just scrapes one off the sidewall, sends it back. Aratz is there. Rebote left side. Tough scoop. Aratz elects to play the rebote. Keeps it in play. Echeberry another forehand to the inside. Picked up just before the second bounce. Boy, Aratz's catching today has been phenomenal.
His positioning. He's putting himself. He's reading his opponents perfectly and getting himself in position to make some very, very difficult catches.
Rebote missed by Arutya. One coming out of the corner. First point for Echeberry Nicholas here in our second set.
I mean, Aratz always with the catching. I mean, you know, obviously in the corner, he's absolutely lethal, but the way you see him moving forward, he's reading the throws of his opponents perfectly. That looked like a pretty serious conversation between Echeberry and Nicholas.
Fault under serve, first fault, second serve coming up. I was going to say, Nicholas is, you know, on the court, very serious, very professional. Off the court, you know, he's a great guy. You know,
Well, yeah, that video that wound up being
loose,
online
you know.
where I was, when we were still doing the after show where I was on it.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the same
And he
faith.
did the thing with the stairs like Charlie Chaplin.
He did that.
Yes, he
Was
did that
last
entirely on his own.
year? Sometime, but that was fun.
And everybody
Got to see
voted
that.
for me not to fine him, and it was like, okay, no fine.
Rebote forehand turned by Arutya. Nicholas takes it off the sidewall. Backhand coming in. Aratz thought about it. Rebote coming to Arutya. Ooh, came up on him quick. Makes the catch on the bounce. Now Aratz from the backcourt. 12 line. Puts it inside. Nicholas reaching down low. Makes the play. Now Aratz from the 11. Backhand drops between them. Echeberry. Rebote turned over the top. Arutya advancing on it. Drop shot. Ooh, not droppy enough. A chance for Echeberry to come back across the court. Philo scores. Arutya had a play on it, just couldn't scoop it up. That's 2 for the Devils.
But I'm telling you something that's dangerous against Arutya. How many of these have we seen him scoop up or just catch in the air? I mean, Echeberry, he's got a little extra on it. I believe I heard a player manager once had a little extra vinegar on it. But Arutya's ability to stop the ball on the left side is beyond impressive.
Our backhand flies into the corner. Echeberry turns the rebote. Beautifully controlled, but right back to Aratz. Low runner at Aratz's feet. He ducks out of the way. Arutya fall down rebote save. Echeberry didn't want the scoop. Nicholas from the backcourt sends it inside, crossing the wall. Aratz picks it up.
Oh, what a catch.
Great catch. Leaping, got it just before. Across the sidewall, now Aratz. Far back in, coming up the middle, Nicholas. Backhand. Arutya, low runners. Nicholas steps up, makes the catch. Fires it deep. Arutya all alone for this rebote from the 6 line, off his footing, drops it inside. Nicholas got out of the way late. Echeberry saves another rebote. Forehand, crosses, 3-wall play. Echeberry turns it to the inside. It's a big bounce. Aratz, only one there for the rebote, makes the save. Echeberry reaching up high, tough to control, just tipped it. 2-2, Fireballs tie it up.
Aggressive play by Echeberry, moving in on that ball. Again, as we know from his history in highlight, his instinct is to kill at every opportunity he gets. That one just out of reach. And putting the two things together is not easy. It's a difficult catch with the shot. It doesn't always work out well. When it does, it's beautiful to watch. And, of course, good for the player, too. They get the point.
Echeberry picks that serve, whips it up the middle. What a scoop on the forehand of Aratz. Nicholas now, backhand to the inside, crosses the wall. Arutya comes back, makes a save, but it's too high. Caught the overhead screen and out of play. 3 points for the Devils.
This second set going point for point. Arutya hasn't had any difficulty with that overhead screen or the bar on top of the front wall, both of which are out of play until now, but
Aratz tries to pass Nicholas. He steps back beyond the 13, makes the catch. Aratz to the middle of the court. Catch by Nicholas from the 11 line, comes over the top. Arutya tries to attack, couldn't get there. Aratz forced to climb the wall, but he comes down with the ball. Echeberry, another powerful throw. Aratz didn't want that one. Arutya turns it on the back end. Tough pickup. There's Nicholas at the 12 line. Rebote forehand, whipped in the corner. Catch on the forehand of Echeberry. Sidearm, Karam doesn't open. Arutya from the outside, his forehand scooped by Nicholas. This one stays along the side. Whoa, what a grab, even better than the one before. Nicholas keeps it going. High backhand 2-wall. Echeberry on the rebote, right back inside. Aratz steps up. He can let that ball touch the floor. Nicholas does the same up at the 10. And the backhand tipped right along the side wall. Nicholas gives the Devils a 2-point lead.
the intensity of that point, just with both backquarters stepping up, moving up aggressively on the ball.
Look at this one.
I mean, it's right on the wall. That's the only way that Aratz is missing that catch. Aratz has had, I believe, 2 misses in the entire match.
Back in, comes out low. Echeberry tip. Make a play on it. That's 3. Quick point up there for the Fireballs. Cuts the deficit to just 1.
See, in that case, he's so laser focused on the ball as he's moving back, but you have Nicholas back there. You know, Nicholas was all ready for the, he wasn't ready to get hit with the ball off the tip of Echeberry's cesta, but he was ready to make the catch.
Fault over serve, first fault, second serve coming up.
It's rather fortunate we do have a back wall with Arutya out there. I mean, that, just every throw is harder than the next.
If he didn't, I think he could still cover the entire building, the width, yeah.
Oh, on foot? No question. Oh,
No,
there's absolutely
easily.
no question about, including the stairs.
Yeah.
No, including the stairs. Alex.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a short list. But
These front quarters, the range and the speed. Go Sherry, too.
that's the thing. Throwing shots against them is very difficult because they get to them.
Nicholas comes out even lower. Arutya didn't want it. Aratz gets it in the backcourt. Low backhand, that's riding the side wall. Arutya turns her bote. Big bouncer, controlled on the right side of Nicholas. Floats this one up. Aratz steps away. Arutya turns the bote, puts it on the side wall. Nicholas reaches up, makes the catch. Now Aratz from the 13. Backhand coming right up the middle. Nicholas stops it again. Sends it up. Coming into the corner. Arutya makes the save. Catch up high by Nicholas. Powerful backhand. Cutting on the numbers, Aratz pulls it in. Aratz up a little further at the 10. Low runner. Echeberry comes cross court, cuts it off. Sends it deep. That's coming way out. Arutya still at the 4 line, turns it up the middle. Catch by Nicholas, sends it over Arutya's head. Aratz into the corner. Last line of defense, and he makes the catch. Leaping grab back beyond the 13. Lays it off the sidewall. Nicholas just did get there in the air. Okay, left side, caught the corner. Kind of died. Nicholas waits forward at the 11. Sends it up. Robote comes shooting out again.
Ooh,
Turn to the outside, but out of play. 5 points, possible set point for the Devils.
Every now and then, as we've seen, you get a little lucky and you clip, but it lands in. But throwing as hard as Arutya does, it just stays in the air that much longer.
Arutya knocked down the serve, point and set. Echeberry Nicholas win it 6-3. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play a third set to decide this match.
A little surprised that Arutya went for that serve.
Yeah, I mean, hasn't gotten a great opportunity, but man, sometimes you commit and you really want it.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
It could have been the case there because that one was practically on the floor as
No,
he tried to pick it.
Reaching down and out, I mean, it's such a difficult,
Yeah.
it's such a difficult place to try to make a catch and then do something with it. Echeberry finding his power. I mean, that's one thing we've and apparently getting a
Scalp massage, yeah.
that's Nicholas says, "Don't touch the hair."
So leave it alone. He's playing well, playing great, and
He
that's
just took a helmet off, and his hair is still perfect. You should see.
wouldn't know. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Maybe I'll have to talk to him after this.
You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Highlight Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently playing our second of 6 scheduled matches on the game day between the Fireballs and the Devils.
Yeah, Echeberry, I mean, although the numbers may not indicate it, it feels like he's kind of turned the corner a bit, you know, with his play. Starting to figure things out. He's looked a lot better even in losses.
More comfortable.
And the wins, you know, starting to add up too. So we said 0-2 in singles. He will be playing against Lalu tonight. I mean, that's as big of a match as any. And for his confidence and, I mean, on this game day too. Got 2 even players, 2 of the newer players on this roster. Lalu's second season, but... You know.
I'll tell you something. If Lalu sees one floating through the air towards the outside...
Oh.
and lets it drop because he thinks it's going. It's like, even if I'm standing up, if I'm him, even if it's a foot out, I'm standing out there, I'm just catching it just in case a wind comes along and blows the ball back into play.
It seems like that's, you know, that's what it's been for a while. I mean,
It's been
every time.
like it's been on a couple. It's been a couple game days and a couple points. I don't think it's really more than 4, but it's just like every time, and then the look on his face is, I let that happen again.
You see the 2 here, Arutya and Aratz, #1 doubles team for the Fireballs. Got a chance to tie up the game day if they can win it. Stu, I mean, Echeberry Nicholas, they come back and take this in 3 sets. Feels like it's a good day brewing again for the Devils.
Was Friday night.
Yeah, as we said, 5 of the 6 matches have been played previously this regular season. The Devils won all 5.
I just looked at the sheet, and Benny's only playing 1 game. What
Yeah,
is that? I thought Benny's contract insisted that he play at least 3 or 4 games, 3 or 4 of the 6.
Benny subbed for Nicholas in singles, beat Aratz on Friday night, so got to feel confident coming into this one too. Third set of our second match. There's the serve by Arutya. We begin set 3 with an over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Nicholas just gets up to that serve, backhand right along the wall. Arutya comes flying in to make the catch. Nicholas blind play overhead, looking for the bounce. Arutya lets it pass to the backcourt. Here's Aratz charging in at the 11, puts it right on the wall. That's a tough one.
Oh.
Echeberry saves it, but it caught a piece of the overhead screen. That's out of play. Fireball strike first here in our third and final set.
Got to it, just a lower overhead screen than he's perhaps used to. And again, you can't get your footing right. You don't have full range of motion when you're against the wall. There's a lot going against you. You just got to get the ball up to the wall.
Wow, what a powerful serve. No problem for Nicholas. Arutya scrapes it off the numbers, sends it back. Nicholas runs around it to keep it on the left side. Great catch at the 13. This one dropping Echeberry just beyond the 7. Sends it up. Aratz makes the catch low on the right side. Echeberry from the 9. Hits it into the corner. Tough for Bote on the wall. It's dropping. Nicholas leaping grab up at the 11. Forehand clears the screen. Crosses there. Aratz let it pass, and Arutya has to make the save on the back end. Long cortada picked up off the sidewall. Great stop. Now Nicholas from the 12 line slows things down. Aratz couldn't get there. Rabote coming back to him. Played up the middle. Aratz takes it off the sidewall. Powerful throw just out of Nicholas's reach. Echeberry saves Rabote, but Arutya cuts it off, puts it on the wall where it scores. Oh, Bullet gives the Fireball as their second point.
I usually don't leave my standard octave range with that, but I mean, that ball was coming up the wall so fast. I mean, everything in highlight is fast, obviously, but I mean, I mean, just look at this. It's like, in order to catch it, you need to be able to see it.
That was right on the wall, too. Nicholas has been outstanding in the
with
backcourt
with
today.
The serve, that
and
serve,
also that.
Yes, absolutely. He stopped the serve earlier today, but and
there
there
again. We
again.
even had to mention the injury. I mean, he was just out on Friday. It's his first game day back. Looks great. What a stop right on the side wall. Lined it up beautifully.
Off the side wall.
Now Aratz, backhand, stopped again. Aratz hard throw. Aratz takes it beyond a 13. Great catch up there at the 9. Echeberry takes a look. Lotte comes flying off the back wall. Arutya stopped at the 5, puts it back inside. Nicholas reaching back, makes the play. Arutya aggressively cuts it off at the 9 line, plays it back into the corner. Nicholas goes crashing to the side wall, gets it up. Arutya attacking. This one clipped. Nicholas has to scoop it, and he does. Cortada follows, and it scores from the backcourt, no less. First point of set 3 to the Devils.
So that was a nasty cortada. And again, Arutya so supremely confident here on the left side. Throws it. Look at this scoop high. The higher he brings it back, the harder it was coming. He returns this cortada. Thrown low above the pad, going to the side wall.
That is an underserve. First fault, second serve for Echeberry.
And again, Arutya is going for it. Theoretically, you know, if Aratz is in Aratz's ball, it's going to come off the side wall, but if it's thrown well, it comes off very low, so it's a difficult catch for whoever's going for it. But for Arutya to go for that, it's like, wow.
Aratz high and hard. Rabote coming out. Echeberry turns it kind of outside. Aratz had to make the catch in the air. He did. Tough scoop. That kicked way up off the sidewall. Nicholas sends it deep. Arutya at the 7 line. Keeps Rabote inside. Nicholas over the top. Fake the outside placement. Aratz back into the corner. All alone to make that catch. Echeberry, low runner. Stopped in the air. Aratz handles off the sidewall. Floats one back. Got a knuckle on Nicholas. Still made the play. Arutya, what a bullet that was, shooting out the back wall. Comes right up the middle. Aratz on the hop. Sends it back inside. Nicholas backing up. Makes the stop on the forehand. Arutya looking for the big bounce. Nicholas, beautiful catch on the inside. Rabote forehand, dropping low. Nicholas steps up, pulls it in the air. Aratz able to pass, both Devils. Echeberry has to save it on the back end. He does, keeps it inside between the fireballs, and Arutya saves his Rabote. Nicholas almost overran it. Floats the backhand up. Aratz from the middle of the court. High and hard. Nicholas, no problem, reaching back overhead. Makes the catch. Arutya sends the Rabote back to the corner. Nicholas, low runner. Aratz steps up, makes the catch. Backhand on the wall. Nicholas gets up to it. This one cutting back inside. It crosses, but it was tipped by Nicholas in the backcourt. Third point for the Fireballs.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We've seen that a couple times today. It may have been earlier in the practice with the ball hitting the floor and shooting straight up, what we call picada or pica. It's basically just a big bounce, just an unexpectedly big bounce.
There's one moment in practice that sticks out. That I think
exactly, where the ball just hit the floor and went like straight up, and that's
you know, and the ball heats up with every throw, and you're now into a third set of a heavily contested match. You know,
absolutely,
you could get some of those big, picadas now. Hard serve, just an over serve though. First fault, second serve coming up.
Oh, there's no question. You could take a little, I don't know, it would have to be pretty small. It couldn't be like a slice of pizza and put it on the ball and heat it up. But, you know, the tip of the slice of pizza you could put on the ball and it would be heated up within a few minutes. No question about it.
Like crack an egg on it, see how quickly it'll...
There you go. It is. Ugh, a little messy.
There's Aratz opening up with the left side. Catch by Nicholas deep in the corner. Arutya stays with the rebote, drops it inside. Echeberry couldn't get there across court. Here's Nicholas from the back, floats one up. Aratz, backhand. What a stop right on the side wall. Heard the contact, gets it back to Aratz again. This one cutting inside. Aratz rips it off the numbers. Right up the middle now. Echeberry, Costado to the inside, trying to target Aratz, but he makes another great catch. This one from up at the 7 line. Low bullet, leaping grab made at the 11 line. Now Nicholas throws things down, opens up to the middle of the court. Arutya whips it inside. This one dropping. Echeberry picks it up in the air, sends it deep. Arutya trying to run with it. He's quick. He gets out there, turns it up the middle. Nicholas with the stop, shoots another cortada. Aratz with a great read, just did get there. Rebote turned over the top. Aratz handles right off the sidewall, then fires it deep. Takes Nicholas out of the way. Echeberry alone for the rebote. He's looking for that big bouncer. Aratz controls it up high on the right side. Now Aratz back at the 12. Nicholas got back in position pretty quickly there. Makes the catch. Sends it past, wall to wall. Rebote turned by Arutya, right back to Nicholas. Arutya lofts this one up. Nicholas out of the way again. Echeberry, rebote inside. It scores. Second point for the Devils. They'll serve.
I don't know quite. I know you see it because I see it. We see things similarly. Echeberry with the power. He makes the catch and settles himself. And then it's like this quick switch to extra power on the left side. He always makes a catch, settles himself, stares straight at the back wall.
Yeah, every single time he's looking back.
Absolutely. There. It's a mechanical form, but he gets, again,
Arutya like generates action.
Arutya generates power differently and he's shorter. So as much power. Ooh,
ball tipped there, coming to the middle of the court. Just like that, we are tied 3-3.
So as much power, but when Echeberry really starts pumping that backhand, it's coming flying. Yeah. You do see that, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Just looks a little different. I've noticed certainly the looking into the back wall, scanning, maybe the court, taking a look. That's the one feature here at Magic City that you don't
reflection.
have.
Yeah.
And he's picked up on that pretty quickly. Great stop off a hard serve, crossing up high. Now rebote. Echeberry stays with it, turns it up the middle. Look at that reach by Arutya, cuts it off, sends it back. Nicholas right there. Nicholas now with a forehand from the 12 line. This one crossing, 3-wall play. Arutya set up, turns it, hits a splitter. Nicholas picks it up on the bounce, sends it over Arutya's head to the inside. He cuts it off. Now Nicholas, what a great read. Stopped it in the air at the 9 line. What a grab.
My. Wow,
Aratz
what a catch.
really takes that one off the side wall. Coming out, big bouncing rebote, dropped at Nicholas's feet. It's kicking up and stopped on the numbers. Catch by Echeberry up the wall, comes down with the ball, another backhand, comes flying off the back wall, turned inside. Nicholas steps up. Aratz, just lost it. 3 straight, the Devils lead into this third set.
Still so close, and Aratz with a very rare drop here right at the back wall. Traditionally in highlight, when aficionados see something like the El Mucho, And we've heard that, I think, more during this match than we've heard, I don't know, most other days.
Yes. Another hard serve, Aratz in the middle of the court, sends it deep, takes Nicholas out of it. Rebote for Echeberry, ends up in the overhead screen. 4-4 is the score. Fireball serve. Just
Asking for a towel.
see if someone
Who
picks
went
up
down?
on it. Echeberry on the rebote there. So
It's going to be Keita. Keita looks relaxed.
that'd be, I was thinking about, is there a prize for the person that wipes up the court the most? Just like a
Rock
just
wins
just
it
a
at
firm handshake.
it doesn't
Thank you for your service.
Rock-
Yeah,
Rock.
okay. It wouldn't even be a contest.
Oh, what does management do here? Nods and waves.
Thank
Nods.
you.
Yeah, no,
Thank you for your
thank
service.
You.
Yeah.
Thank you. Excellent job. Excellent job. Kind of like your announcing, not mine. I get that weekly dinner,
That-
and they just praise my announcing like up and down. But,
That'd be tough for you. I learned from you. So. It's tough. Runner inside. Arutya crashes into the wall, sends it deep. Arutya coming back out. Echeberry on the right side, turns it over the top, right to Arutya. 2-wall is in, but Echeberry stops it. What a catch. Forehand inside. Aratz goes to the floor, and he makes a great save. It's a 2-wall. It's floating to the outside. Nicholas handles, shoots it inside. Not going to cross the wall, though. Aratz makes the play. Great stop overhead. Nicholas backhand to the inside. Drops between the fireballs. Arutya turns it, kicks it off the wall. Now Echeberry scrambling, makes another save. Arutya with time, shoots it outside. Scoop
read by Nicholas.
Arutya cuts across. Tough save. Aratz second time this point goes to the ground. It opens as a
scoop.
2-wall. What a scoop. Court
What a
Jai-Alai
catch.
stop before the second bounce. What a point. Now Nicholas back in position at the 12 line. Puts it inside. Aratz leaping grab. Not going to let it come out. Echeberry low runner into the top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. But what a point by all 4 players. Fireballs, get it.
maintain your focus if you're the Devils here. I mean, look at this save by Aratz. We've seen him do it a number of times. Did it again there beautifully, just beautifully.
This scoop.
But look at this scoop.
I mean, of all the catches that were made in this match, that one, that's
Scoop,
insane.
Yeah, that's good because it's coming. We can't really explain how fast he threw. I mean, he's throwing it so hard. So
And that
he went from
bounce.
looking to catch it in the air to scooping it. I mean, he changed his position all within the course of second.
Wow.
I don't have a millisecond counter. I have a
And that
a phone
does
like
give-
most people, so it only does second.
Does give the Fireballs a possible match point here. Nicholas from the 11. Low bullet inside. Aratz ducks out of the way. Arutya turns the rebote right on the wall. What a great catch by Nicholas. Ate him up inside. Nicholas from the 12 keeps this one low. Arutya makes the stop. Sends it back. Not past Nicholas. Being grabbed beyond the 13. Forehand coming in. Echeberry stops it at the 8. Low runner dropping. Aratz. Great kick off the sidewall.
Robote.
Long rebote, turned over the top, sticks inside. Arutya calls him off, diving save. Echeberry couldn't get it. Now Nicholas from the backcourt. Over the top inside. Arutya wanted it, but
Aratz called him
handles
off.
in the back. Powerful forehand, wall to wall, cutting inside, crosses the wall. Arutya stays with it. Tough pickup to the outside. Nicholas runs there. Fires it up the middle. Oh, Aratz. What a stop there on the right side. Echeberry's got a 2-wall. It lands in.
what a
Arutya picks it
stop.
off his forehand.
Oh,
Scores
man.
for the win. What a sequence there to end it. Fireballs take it in 3 sets, winning the final set 6-4. And a round of applause from the crowd here.
And me too. Which
And fans and players, teammates,
rare.
everybody.
The play
Whoa,
was
what a-
phenomenal. Phenomenal.
What a match that was, and a couple shy of the maximum, and Arutya and Aratz take it 6-4 into third set and tie up the game day. Division 6 doubles coming up next. Joseph and Cabrera take on Kubala and Rock. Well, let's take a look at some replays there from our second match, and
And again,
so
these are
many to
highlights.
choose from.
I don't know how to pick a highlight out of that. It's a good place to start.
Yeah, what a great catch there on the split placement, and then a little offense from Aratz. There's the carom from the backcourt. Drop shot here to the inside. Arutya gets it, shoots it outside. Look at that scoop.
In the scoop.
Yeah, I mean, Echeberry's catching is kicked up, a few notches in the last couple game days.
No question
tough
about
scoops
it.
outside, catching along the inside.
Splitter.
In every way. Split placement, so far away from both of the Devils, too.
Arutya's concentration here on the rebote, that rebound off the back wall to throw a 2-all, just beautifully executed. Aratz. We've been saying it for years. Just Aratz is catching, catch after catch, throw after throw. Yeah, he had 2 misses, but when you can count the misses, because you can't even count it. Well, sorry, I know his catches are being counted. Just phenomenal play.
You can get those numbers. Look at that one. Rips it off the wall. And Nicholas, too. The backquarters doing everything they can. There's a look at our standings coming into today. The Devils all the way at the bottom. We're going to hear from our winning team there, Arutya and Aratz of the Fireballs. There they are. Congratulations, guys. So first time you played this team, didn't quite go the way you wanted. Aratz, how excited were you for the opportunity to face these guys again and get that win?
Yeah, like you say, the first time we lose, so we were with all the power to rematch the match, and we're happy because we win. I think that 4 of us, we play good. We did some mistakes, some communication mistakes, I think. But that's it. We have the win, so that's important.
Awesome, guys. You tied up the game day with that win. Good luck the rest of the way today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't worry. Up next, Division 6 doubles to Lalu. No, he's not coming out. I saw Lalu. It's Joseph and Cabrera. They will take on Kubala and Rock. Sometimes you're looking, I see him running down the sideline.
Of course, you look at the wrong line. We're prone to making mistakes.
3-2 record for Joseph and Cabrera this season. Kubala and Rock 1-5. But remember, these two teams played just this past Friday, and it was Kubala and Rock that won in straight sets. Trying to make it 2 in a row. There's the serve.
Joseph serves. We begin. Low and hard by Rock. Taken off the sidewall by Cabrera. Rebote. Played on the forehand of Kubala. Cabrera comes in. Backhand from the 7. Rotate forehand by Kubala. 2-all by Cabrera. Scores. Joseph and Cabrera of the Fireballs first up on the board here. Our third match, Joseph serves.
Great way to start off the match,
No question about it.
Cabrera's been, pretty aggressive throughout his career here with the backhand 2-alls, but not usually the traditional costado 2-all. Very effective. He has a lot more control that way.
Cabrera sends it right up the middle. Rock catches it on the forehand. Keeps it high. Joseph's there. Kubala steps in. Back to the inside it goes, and it scores. Well done by Kubala. We're tied up 1-1. Kubala has the serve.
Well, fake was so good that both the Fireballs took off to the outside.
Absolutely.
With Joseph kind of trapped here, Cabrera thought he was the only one to be able to make a play, but Kubala's a smart player. He recognized it and takes the pressure off on that throw to the inside. You don't have to put it right on the sidewall. Just anything inside will score, and he got it there.
There's a backhand high. Cabrera powerfully thrown. Rock takes it in the air. Rotate forehand, sends straight back. Kubala comes in. Oh, interference ruled. The point will be replayed. Yeah, no, had Kubala thrown that, he would have thrown it right into Cabrera. That's interference. Kubala has the serve. Yeah, that's like... Okay,
yeah, a lot of
okay, that's contact. The type of interference that has everything to do with safety. If he swings his cesta, where's he going to swing it?
Oh,
yeah,
that's
no.
Kubala's
Interference, replay it. Yeah, no, that's death ball 2025 is not what we're seeking.
Everyone's safe today. For now.
Joseph picks the serve. There's the backhand. The day's young. Joseph going for the ball, has a tip ball. That's a second point for Kubala and Rock. Kubala serves.
Yeah, it hasn't been Joseph's best catching day, and trying to chop at that one up in the front court. When he's doing that, it's not his most confident play. You can tell he wants to get back in it. He's
Absolutely
trying to get involved in the game, but
well, he's got power on the right, tremendous power on the right side. Just got to make that catch first. Excellent catch by Cabrera off the good serve by Kubala. Rock reaches in, backhand from the 10. Cabrera comes out to make the rebote. We have a swing and a miss about the 8 line. That's a third point for Kubala and Rock of the Devils. Kubala serves. Has Rock missed a ball? He played earlier, didn't he? No, he didn't play
No, he played earlier with Benetrix. Yeah,
he did play earlier
match.
with Benetrix. Did he miss a ball?
I think he may have missed one, but he looked pretty good. I mean, didn't have...
Same from Friday night. He's carried it. He's really carried it over. Positioning is good. Catching is good. Power is good.
Slow start in this division. I mean, their only win came against this Joseph and Cabrera team on Friday night. But, again, sometimes all it takes is one win to totally change your confidence and outlook on the season. And seems to be the case for Rock tonight. And on Friday, too. Got it back.
Powerful backhand. Rock's there. Cabrera midcourt. Another fine catch by Rock. Backhand now from the 9 line. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall, played by Cabrera. Kubala gets in there. Powerful backhand. Passes. Rebote saved by Cabrera. Rock maneuvers around Cabrera. Low and hard. Cabrera calls for it, makes the catch. That's a great catch off the wall by Rock. Keeps it inside, and Cabrera's there. Another powerful backhand by Rock. That scores. 4 points for Kubala and Rock of the Devils. Kubala serves.
And Cabrera's kind of used to controlling the game from the backcourt in this division. Didn't have to do a whole lot of this, moving up, saving rebotes, moving to the outside, didn't have to throw a ton of shots. Now there's a little more pressure on him. He's got to cover a little more court, and you see he's just not as comfortable when he's got to move up and move to the outside as opposed to staying back there about the 11 to the back wall, where he does pretty significant damage.
Absolutely. Powerful backhand by Cabrera, goes wall to wall. Rebote forehand to the outside. Joseph's on it, catches it. Low and hard. Kubala makes the catch. Backhand to the inside. Off the wall, Cabrera's there. Rebote forehand by Kubala, nicely played. Cabrera steps in. Backhand from the 8.
Missed time to jump, still got it.
Yeah, that's messed him up in the past. The jumping throws him off. Late notice, but he made this one too. Forehand by Rock to the inside. Rebote by Cabrera, big bounce. Brought down by Rock at the 13. Rebote forehand. Kubala moves in, makes the catch at the 7. Back to the inside. Cabrera's looking for another rebote. This one is not playable. That's a 5th point for Kubala and Rock of the Devils. Possible set point.
This Devils team just playing really well together, and I think it took a little time for Kubala to refamiliarize himself with the front court again. He's played up there, not where he loves to be, because he's just a pure catcher. I mean, he could stand back there all day long. We've seen it with Nicholas in Division 4, but now that he's starting to mix in the shots and Rock's picking it up in the back, this could be a strong team, and they could run the table here the rest of the regular season, no doubt.
Here's the backhand by Kubala. Cabrera cuts it off at the 12. Powerful backhand thrown, stays inside. Rebote forehand. Cabrera's there, winding up.
Clean miss.
Rebote saved by Kubala. Cabrera with a light touch. Kubala reads it, gets there. 2-all splitter will score. Point and set for Kubala and Rock, taking the first set 6-1. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
So 6-1 in that first set after the, Fireballs started off with the 2-wall from Cabrera. I mean, it felt like it was going to be a good match, kind of changed up the strategy, and then 6 straight points for the Devils and kind of ended that.
Perfect team.
As we've seen throughout earlier in the season and in other seasons, you know, Rock frequently having a difficult time with the overhead screen, making the catches, but then throwing it a bit too high. That has not been a problem in the showing on Friday or certainly today. Making the catches, throwing it right back to the inside.
Yeah, and it's all a matter of control, because you don't have control. That's when you send the balls up the overhead screen and affects his confidence on the catching. But today, you said it, you know, looks really calm back there, composed, and that's the difference. Devils team playing with a ton of confidence too. You know, 5-1 over the Fireballs, just their last time out. That give anybody confidence. And it's really a Devils team that has picked things up in the last 5 game days, 2 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties, and they began the season 0-3 with 3 straight game day losses. So I figured it was going to take some time with these guys, the only team with 2 new players in Battle Court, Echeberry and Benetrix, but once they figure it out, I think this team is going to be tough, and they sneak into the playoffs too. Not a team that I don't think anybody wants to see in December.
I think I was listening to your foot powder.
Back over here with the Fireballs, it's Joseph and Cabrera. Boy, last season, the Division 6 double spot was one of the strengths of this Fireballs team. Still 3-2 this year, but, you know, I mean, another down a set here, but thinking another loss to Kubala and Rock, the only winless team in Division 6.
It's tough.
Yeah, that would be a tough one. And
Let's
the
see
type
what
of
happens
loss,
in the second set, you know.
We don't want to overreact to what happened in the first set, because, you know, sometimes that happens. Player comes right back out in set 2 and gets it back. But, you know, begs the question here, they lose this set. I mean, confidence got to be shaken just a bit. And this is a team, you know, losing 2 matches, the only winless team.
They'll say, you know, 30 years and, you know, 35 years, whatever the heck. But in Highline, you don't have an opinion. And said, no, it's Highline. Yeah. No, the ball bounces one way one day and another way the other day, and it's just no. It's really anybody is capable of coming. Anybody of equal skill, of course, you know, is capable of coming back at any time. What was it last season where we had Joseph and Williams as a substitution team?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and they won. I believe it was whatever match it was last. I don't know if I think it was last season, and everybody was like, "That's not going to happen." It did.
They play the game.
Kubala picks the serve. Placement to the inside, stopped by Joseph. Joseph hard split placement will score.
Well, there you go. Should give him some confidence now. That's a great start.
Joseph, definitely a confidence player. No question about that.
He's just
more catches he makes.
It's just like a basketball player. You just want to see one go through the hoop. And this one certainly goes through for Joseph.
Really well done.
Up on the board, split placement straight to the outside. Well done.
Rock on the catch, backhand from the 10 line. Cabrera from the 11. Powerful backhand goes wall to wall, out to the rebote. Kubala makes the save, dropping inside. That will score. We're tied up 1-1 in the second set. Kubala serves for the Devils.
Soft placement to the inside, but it also looked like it kind of floated on Cabrera too. I mean, he was waiting for it about the 10, and it just never arrived.
Balls that you're trying to make the catch, you know, and you're not scooping it. You're trying to catch it in the air below your waist, but definitely below your knees. Always difficult. Cabrera usually does pretty well with those, actually. He comes up with these catches, and you're just like, wow, he caught it.
Yeah, it's just a heavy sound when it hit the front wall and killed a lot of the speed.
Powerful backhand by Cabrera. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. Cabrera moves up. Powerful backhand. Kubala gets in there, makes the rebote save. Here's Cabrera. Backhand from the 8. To the back wall again. 2-all. Joseph makes the catch. Hard backhand caught by Kubala. Kubala from the 7 line. Passes to the back wall. Joseph moves out. Rebote save. Kubala's on it. Split placement stopped on the forehand of Cabrera. Light touch. Rock moves all the way up to make the catch. Cortada placement scores on the second bounce. It's a second point for Kubala and Rock. Kubala serves. So Cabrera took some off of that to make sure that everything stayed safe, but he had no idea that Rock was moving in on the outside.
Yeah. And I think, he throws 2 walls with the soft touch sometimes, so that could have been intentional. But, Rock got there in plenty of time and made him pay.
Rock's been catching everything here behind the 9 line, right?
Yeah.
And now
The offense.
and that's court positioning. It's moving to the ball and making the catch, and he was out there for the ball. Perfect timing. Rebote forehand by Kubala. Cabrera makes the save. Kubala's on it, winding up. That's out.
Fortunate miss.
We're tied up 2-2. Joseph has the serve for the Fireballs.
Fortunate miss on Joseph's catch attempt there on the outside I'm referring to. He certainly went for it and just missed it completely. He touches that ball, even though it was going to go out of play, that would have been a point.
Oh, if it touched the Cessa before, absolutely. Here's Cabrera on the catch, backhand to the inside. A backhand carries into the overhead screen. That's out of play. That's a 3rd point for Joseph and Cabrera.
And just catching a piece of that overhead screen there. Fireballs get back out in front.
Here's a catch by Rock. Here's the backhand by Cabrera. Rebote, forehand by Kubala. Beautiful catch by Cabrera there on the left side. Here's Rock, backhand lower and harder. Scooped up by Cabrera. Rebote forehand by Kubala. Joseph makes the catch on the forehand, sends it back. Kubala stops it midcourt. Backhand. Wall to wall. Rebote coming out.
Good save off his footing.
Kubala makes the catch. Split placement. Read by Cabrera. Kubala was ducking, got up, tried to make the catch. Just in and out of the cesta. We're all tied up. Rather, that's a 4th point for Joseph and Cabrera. Joseph serves.
Well, put in the only place that Kubala could potentially make a play on that ball. Came right to him in the middle of the court. It's just a difficult spin as it kicks off the sidewall back to the player's forehand. We say it every game day and see it fall into the basket there again.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Catch by Cabrera up high. Rebote coming out. Scoop by Rock. Beautifully played off the left side. It passes.
Oh,
Ball tipped. That is 5 points for Joseph and Cabrera. Possible set point for the Fireballs.
Well, again, you see, as Rock's trying to make that catch, he just left his feet a little bit. Leaping in the air, we talked about it, was kind of unnecessary there, and he just threw him off on the catch. Staying on your 2 feet, all the time.
Yes.
Makes that catch
It's
way
worked for him.
easier. Gets a little antsy sometimes, likes to hop before. Don't want to do that. Oh, what a
Beautiful
grab.
catch by Cabrera on the left side, ripping it right off the wall. Again, Cabrera at the 12 line. Rock, tough catch, foot on the wall, backhand. Stays inside. Cabrera's there. Powerful backhand by Rock, stopped by Cabrera in the air. Rock now on the forehand from the 12 line. Rebote forehand is saved, dropping to the inside. Ooh. Joseph gets in there and makes a difficult catch.
Yes, it was.
Rock has it on the forehand, right side, right up the middle. Scoop, high on the left side of Cabrera. Scoop on the forehand of Rock. Rock with a light touch, going to the inside. Joseph's there. Backhand. Cabrera, Kubala rather, comes cross court to make the catch.
Tough one. Yeah.
That scores. That's a third point for Kubala and Rock of the Devils. Still possible set point for Joseph and Cabrera of the Fireballs.
Yeah, Cabrera's probably done a little more damage than the Devils would have liked to see in this second set, so I could see them just totally feeding Joseph the rest of this set, forcing him to beat you outside to something.
But so far, feeding Joseph hasn't worked for them. He's caught everything.
Not in this set.
Another strategy.
Again, yeah, Rock went for that like soft forehand, just trying to get something up there to him, change the pace, and get Cabrera out of rhythm. Oh, and an ace.
That's an ace.
Ooh.
That's a fourth point for Kubala and Rock. Still possible set point for Joseph and Cabrera. Kubala serves.
And if you're the Devils, I mean, still got to feel pretty confident you can come back and win this set. Thinking another good serve right here and then just 1 point.
Great catch by Cabrera, powerful backhand. Rock kicks it in the air, backhand from the 11. That's powerfully thrown, clearing the overhead screen. Rebote coming out. Joseph on the rebote, hooked it.
Boy. Oh,
we are
boy.
at 5-5 in the second set. So it is possible set point for Joseph and Cabrera, possible match point for the Devils, Kubala and Rock. No.
Well, so far this season, I looked up the stats at 5-5.
Yeah.
Devils have won 10 of 19 points. The Fireballs have won 14 of 29. So both of them are right around 50%. This is a critical point on tonight's game day. Devils could end it all right here. A pretty significant comeback.
Cabrera makes the catch. There's the backhand. Rock on the forehand from the 12 line. Cabrera makes the catch. Powerful backhand. Rock's there again. Backhand from the 10. Passes.
Oh boy, miscommunication.
Rebote save. That's in play. Rock makes a difficult catch, taking onto the bounce high. Cabrera on the catch. Backhand.
Tough one.
Scoop,
what a scoop
by Rock.
Oh,
ball
man.
tipped. Point. Set.
Wow.
And match in straight sets for the Devils. 6-1, 6-5.
Quite the comeback there, down 5-2, and somehow Kubala and Rock storm back and win that match in straight sets. Second straight set win this year. Second win over Joseph and Cabrera. We'll go over to singles up next. We'll see a Division III matchup, Walu against Echeberry.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Well, we got our winners there, Kubala and Rock, guys. What a comeback there.
Yes, hi, Kyle.
Final
hi.
4 points of the game, that match you guys were able to win. What was the key, Kubala?
I mean, just catching one more than the opponent. I really had to respect their shots and just be ready for anything, and Tennessee played a great defense.
Yeah, and Rock, just going to ask you, I mean, these last 2 game days, it feels like you flipped a switch. How are you feeling about your catching there in the backcourt?
Just trying to be my inner Kubala self. And then this game, we were just trying to make sure we defended the stew walls. We didn't want the stew walls against us.
Is that a thing?
Yes, it is.
Okay, Cabrera throws a lot of them. Ron brought it here.
You guys did a great job there. Complete performance, and what a comeback. Congratulations. Good luck the rest of the way, guys.
Thank you very much.
Let's go Devils.
And the Devils take a 2-1 game day lead into match number 4. First singles of the day bring out Lalu for the Fireballs and Echeberry for the Devils. Lalu 2-1 so far in this 2025 fall season in singles play. Echeberry just 0-2. Still looking for that first win, but don't be fooled by the record. This is a totally different Echeberry. We saw it in the first match. It went toe-to-toe with Arutya and Aratz. See what he can do here. His team leading the game day 2-1. Lalu, that powerful serve though, hoping to get his team back in it. There's a serve. We begin with an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up.
That died.
That serve did die. Echeberry steps up just before the second bounce. Lalu inside placement. Echeberry comes back cross court, makes the catch. Forehand dropping. Echeberry picks it off. 2-all from the 7 line. Stopped by Lalu. Picks it off at the net. His return scores. Powerful forehand gets Lalu the first point of our 4th match.
There's a few guys in battle court that really, when you throw your 2-all, you don't want to see them have it on the right side. It's actually that's a longer list than the last list that I mentioned. Lalu's definitely one of them. Punishing power on that forehand.
Hard serve crossing. Echeberry handles on the left side. Drops it in the corner. Robote. Lead up at Echeberry's feet. Backing up. Makes the scoop. Runner to the inside again. This one dropping Lalu. Digs it out. Feeds Echeberry's forehand from the 6. Just passes. Forces another Robote save. This one right over his head. Dropping low. Caught in the air. Drop shot.
It's a little high.
Ooh, not droppy enough. Lalu gets there to the inside where it scores. 2 points for Lalu to begin our 4th match.
Lalu with presence of mind to get all the way up there, get it settled in his cesta, and then he saw where Echeberry was, threw it where he wasn't. Here we have the replay. Again, drop shot, but you're right. That's still in the air at the 4 line. Always a difficult time. Lalu knew that Echeberry was going outside. Put it to the inside. Well done.
Here's the backhand. Robote forehand turned, but too high, up and out of play. 3rd point for Lalu. Echeberry sends it deep. Robote coming out, kind of dropping. Lalu's got to go to the floor, makes the save. Echeberry winds up the forehand, whips it to the inside, beats Lalu. It's dropping. Oh, but he really digs one out, keeps the rally going. Big bounce, controlled up at the 8. High and hard into the corner. That one died again. Lalu not going to save this one. First point for Echeberry here. He'll serve.
That ball just died coming off the back wall.
This one coming inside. This one drops into the corner. Echeberry able to dig it out. This one right on the wall, ripped off by Lalu. He fires it deep. Passing into the corner, Robote forehand turned over the top at Lalu's feet. He makes the scoop. Another one coming in low, right in the corner on the wall. That one's missed. Leads back to 3, Lalu 4th point.
If Echeberry can get into a position where he can make the shots that we know he's capable of doing, probably help him feel more comfortable and also put some points on the board here for the Devils.
Tough serve. Echeberry opens with the backhand. Lalu sets up for the rebote, plays it wall to wall. Echeberry now to the inside. Big bounce controlled up high. There's Lalu with the backhand, dropping it into the corner. Echeberry turns it over the top. Past Lalu, he's coming all the way into the backcourt, returns it to wall. Doesn't open enough, but does score. Tipped up there in the front court. That's 5 points for Lalu. He's got a possible set point.
Tremendous play by Lalu getting it to the outside.
Plus backhand to wall to the outside. Look at that reach by Lalu. Karam return from the outside, not enough. Echeberry sends it back. 3-wall play. Look at Lalu in perfect position. Sends it above the pad. Echeberry gets it. Inside placement right to Lalu. He keeps it closer to the side wall, but Echeberry on it the whole way. Makes the stop. Fall down 2-wall, just too low. High energy point there. Goes Echeberry's way, his second. Still set point, possible set point for Lalu.
Definition of excellent court positioning by both of these players. They stepped right where they needed to. Backhand, sorry, I didn't realize he was throwing that. I didn't realize that he was throwing that. He hasn't been here long enough to start throwing that. But
high lofting backhand. Echeberry out of the 9-line, turns it up in the overhead screen. Point and set. Lalu wins it 6-2. 2 minutes. Come back and play our second set.
You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida, currently playing our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Focus on the fireballs. Lalu with a decidedly good first set there. Consistently putting the ball away when he needed to. Feedback there from Arutya and Aratz. Team captain basically saying that's enough water for now, and you have to win the second set if you want more water. They're tough on the fireballs, they really are. Starts at management, works his way down from there. Echeberry coming along. I really didn't know that he was starting to throw backhand 2-walls. That's it's a thing. It's a thing that kind of develops.
You got one guy to blame.
Oh, I know.
Maybe he's listening.
Is he in the Philippines or California right now?
I'm not sure either, yeah.
Could you text him? The response was the best, though. I'm sorry. Is that not permitted here? What a great response from Ron.
What a great response.
That was, I'm sorry. Is that not permitted here?
Well, getting ready for our second set here. Echeberry making his way out to serve. He will begin with the serve. Start set number 2. Rest of the game day coming up after this. Division 3 doubles will be Arutya and Cabrera against Benetrix and Benny. And then Aratz against Nicholas will close out the game day. Judges making their way back out to the court. Just about ready to begin set number 2. There's a serve. We begin our second set. High lofting backhand that clears the screen from Lalu. Echeberry will clip the corner. Lalu worked through the contact, made the catch, but Echeberry from the outside whips it back in play. Lalu stops it on the forehand, comes over the top to the inside. What a scoop there by Echeberry. Not the first time he's done that today. Then the rebote's up in the overhead screen. Echeberry gets the first point of set 2.
Yeah, Lalu looking a little frustrated after that contact, but still made a fine catch in spite of the contact, and that keeps the point going. So
hard serve crossing up high, take it in the backcourt. Echeberry set up at the 10 line, cuts it off, fires it back, Lalu. This one dropping, pulled in along the side wall. Echeberry goes deep. Wall to wall with the left side. Lalu turns it on the numbers. There's a scoop. And a 2-wall follows it, lands perfectly to score. Back-to-back points for Echeberry to open up our second set.
excellent shot by Echeberry. Again, seems far more comfortable with this 2-wall. Makes the catch. The closer you are to that sidewall, the more difficult it is to throw a 2-wall that opens up. Cuts out, basically.
Hard serve handled by Lalu. Powerful backhand stopped along the wall. Echeberry sends it deep. Dropping into the corner again, Lalu. Spinning save on the rebote, but Echeberry picks it off. Another 2-wall, but that one's too low. Into the pad. Pad is bad. Gets Lalu on the board here in our second set.
First one was spot on. Second one didn't seem to be off of his footing.
Catch inside there by Lalu. He floats it up. That rebote kicked up and out of play. Lalu gets his second, and we're tied 2-2. Rebote turned by Lalu, dropped inside, caught by Echeberry. Floats one up at the 8. Right into the corner again, Lalu digs out the rebote, puts it above the pad. Echeberry moving in to the inside where it scores. Takes the lead back 3-2.
For Lalu, it's tricky. You don't know if he's going inside. You don't know if he's going outside. We've seen that with Douglas and Manu. Certainly with Gaucheri, Gaucheri Manu consistently
sure.
within in the first division of players basically having to commit.
Lalu picks up the serve from the 11 line, blasts it inside. Rebote comes shooting out, turned by Echeberry. Caught in the air by Lalu from the 8 line, high to the inside. Rebote still coming out, returns it at Lalu's feet, but
Great
he scoops it right up. Rebote higher to the inside now on the wall. Lalu crashes in, makes the catch, sends it to pass. Now Echeberry looking for one of his own, turns it over the top. Another scoop, that's missed. 4-2 lead for Echeberry.
Lalu stuck his cesta into the sidewall. I mean, just really, really hard. The frames flex. I mean, that's, I guess, why they've been using chestnut for, a few hundred years. But I'm always concerned when you see that cesta go in and you see the flex. It's like, ugh.
Rebote wall to wall there by Echeberry. Beautiful throw, Lalu. Exact same thing, Rebote beautifully thrown there. Now Lalu waiting inside, turns it up the middle. Scoop by Echeberry, inside placement, scores. He's got 5 points and a possible set point.
With Echeberry, again, like we've seen in top divisions, you have to respect when it looks like he's throwing the 2-wall. Beautiful scoop. Costado to the inside.
Lalu handles that powerful serve. Backhand stopped overhead. Here's Echeberry. Clears the screen. Rebote coming up the middle. Lalu, powerful save, crosses the wall, dropping low. Echeberry turns another one, but Lalu moving up. He's at the 7. Low and hard to the inside. That scores. Lalu will get one back. He now has 3. Still possible set for Echeberry.
Lalu doing an excellent job of crossing the sidewall exactly where Echeberry was standing. Tough to make that catch.
Hard serve, stays low. Echeberry crouching down, handles. Rebote forehand, coming right back to him. It's tipped on the right side of Echeberry. So quickly here, Lalu's cut the deficit to 1 point. He'll serve.
No shortage of concentration there by Echeberry. Looked like he was lining that up right on the forehand. Then just went off the tip.
Comes up and in on Echeberry, handles the throw, sends it way deep. I mean, Lalu couldn't get out there. It's in the overhead screen. We got a third set coming up in just 2 minutes. Echeberry wins it 6-4. So there we have it, a third set coming up here. Second time in tonight's game day. 2-1 lead for the Devils. Echeberry with the response right there to force a third set. A win here for the Devils would give them at least a tie today. A win for the Fireballs would tie up the game day at 2-2 and give the Fireballs a chance to still win the thing and get a full point. Coming up next, as we said, Arutya and Cabrera will take on Benetrix and Benny. And that doubles team for the Devils, one of 2 undefeated doubles teams in all of Battle Court. So not the easiest test there for Arutya and Cabrera. And then Aratz against Nicholas. Well, Benny just beat Aratz last Friday. And Nicholas has been playing fantastic in singles this season.
And that Arutya Benetrix matchup, I mean, I still can't. Arutya made the catch Friday night sitting down.
Oh.
I mean, he obviously wasn't sitting down taking a rest. He fell down. Made the catch, completed the throw while he was sitting down. But what did Arutya do? While he's getting up, he throws it back to the outside. I mean, they're friends. It's not the friendliest throw. Let's just put it that way. And it's like, and Benetrix just was smiling afterwards. They both were. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage.
Over there with the Fireballs, team captain Aratz there with Arutya, and of course Lalu, who's out there.
Did we see if he offered him water? Because before I think you had stepped away.
Oh, was there?
He took the water away from him. I believe it was like you need to win the next set if you want any more water. That's what I thought I saw him say.
It's interesting. You see how the teams react on the bench. The Renegades, they get the whole service for you. I don't know if they pay for that either. And the Fireballs, it's like, look, you want water, you got to play water.
Well, I said.
I respect both.
You stepped away also.
Yeah.
I said it starts at management on the way down.
It's good stuff, Stu.
Tough general manager.
Third set coming up here to decide our 4th match game day score. You see it there, 2-1 in favor of the Devils. Match score, 1 set apiece. Lalu ready to serve to begin set 3. There's a serve. We begin our 3rd and final set. Rebote left side to the inside. Echeberry chooses the rebote, makes a diving save. Lalu another chance, keeps this one lower. It's missed off the side wall. First point of set 3 goes to the Fireballs. Lalu.
Powerful throw to the inside. Looked like Echeberry had it, but just came too hard off the sidewall.
Hard serve crossing late. Echeberry picks it up. Keeps this one up the middle. Lalu left side rebote is a 2-wall. It lands in. Echeberry stops it just before it's into the net. Rebote, they had a chance on it. Couldn't turn it. Gives Echeberry his first point, and we're tied up.
the way Echeberry got out there. You see, this is a beautiful shot by Lalu. Echeberry full run, conscious of where the screen is, reaches out, makes the catch, and returns a devastating forehand. Very well done. That's an interesting position for Lalu.
Rebote left side, high off the front wall, catch in the air by Lalu. Right into that corner, turn over the top. Lalu waiting for it, but drops it up at the 10 line. Echeberry takes the lead now, 2-1.
Just a simple miss there for Lalu. I'm sorry, simple miss. There's nothing simple about it. Ball's coming at you about 80 to 120 miles an hour there. And
what appears simple. I mean, just right to him more.
In the comfy chairs with the microphones, it appears simple.
Great stop overhead. Echeberry leaping grab, then sends it deep. Clears the screen. That one's right on the wall. Echeberry turns it, but Lalu recognized it, gets up there, throws the 3-wall. It opens and scores. Yeah, it looked like Echeberry went for that one coming at him. That would have been a great play, but
if he would have made that catch, I don't. So we'll watch it here again on the replay.
It kind of died off the front or side wall.
It's not just that.
There.
If he,
I think he never thought that he could actually get to that ball.
If he could have caught it, it probably would have been an illegal change of motion because he would have had to have thrown that on the right side. I don't know how he would have done it. Problem for another day.
High, lofting backhand. Lalu still going. He's at the 5 line, turns it to pass. Echeberry, Rebote coming up the middle, scoop by Lalu, forehand, low to the inside, scooped up by Echeberry. Lalu flying catch overhead, sends it up, but that's in the overhead screen. 3-2 lead for Echeberry.
What a catch.
What a stop there, stuck in the basket deep in the backcourt. Now Echeberry, ooh, the backhand is low, and that caught the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. Knotted up again now, 3-3.
It's frustrating. The frustration just switched from the blue shirt to the red and white shirt, and that's bit him before. It bit him earlier. I think, the doubles. The doubles.
Yep.
Low runner to the inside, throwing it low and hard off the backhand. Catches the pad. In fact, the top of the pad, we're all the way on the other side. It looks pretty beat up, actually.
It's getting some work to it does, dude. We got to fix that. Here's the backhand. Wall-to-wall to open things up. Lalu turns it to the inside. Ooh, that clipped the sidewall. Comes out to the middle of the court. Echeberry gives Lalu a chance, and he scoops it right up. Echeberry now at the 10. Floats one up, past Lalu, slows things down. He turns Rebote right back to his forehand. Echeberry whips it inside. This one dropping low. Lalu turns Rebote. Pass. Echeberry's got to run all the way back for it. High to the inside. Now Lalu looking for the Rebote. Cut off on the costado of Echeberry. The 2-wall opens to score. 4-3 lead for Echeberry.
Echeberry's been looking for it. He's looking for this ball coming in high, winds up, and the kill shot.
Lalu just powers that one. Rebote to the outside, scooped up by Lalu. Cortada will score to the inside. 4-4 is the score. Lalu serves.
Beautiful scoop and perfect throw. That's how Lalu has scored a couple, crossing that side wall. Powerful, powerful throw here to the inside, crossing the side wall there just behind the 9 line. Echeberry had no play on that ball.
Back inside, Lalu waiting for it at the 10, and sends it deep. Rebote comes flying back out, turned over the top. Lalu makes the catch inside. Low bullet. Gets past Echeberry, waits for the rebote, turns it up the middle.
Beautiful
in the air
catch.
by Lalu, pumps the backhand. What a stop overhead, come up on him quick. Echeberry slows things down with the lofting backhand, but Lalu picks it right back up with a powerful rebote. High to the inside, can't cut it off. He's got to wait for the rebote to drop. Makes it inside, scoop by Echeberry, straight to the outside. It scores! Echeberry jumps out ahead 5-4. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
My, oh my. Just thrown so powerfully. Lalu was there. Joseph got hit? No?
Lalu from the 12, pounds the backhand into that corner, he dies. There he saves it though. Lalu forced to back up, stops it overhead, and fires it back inside, cut off in the air. Echeberry with a chance. Well, runner, but Lalu picks it off.
Tough one.
That one drops right in the corner. Rebote, not there. Sent into the floor. So, here we are at 5-5 in our third set. This is match point.
I imagine every match deserves it, but some more than others, and this match definitely deserves match point.
Well, first 5-5 of the day went to the Devils in our last match.
And we know Lalu has that ace. Let's see what this first serve does.
Hard serve crossing the wall. It scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Lalu closes it out on the final point, 6-5 in the third set. Not easy, but Lalu gets it done. 6-5 in the third set, keeps his team very much in this game day, tied 2-2. Heading into match 5, Division III doubles, we'll see Arutya and Cabrera against Benetrix and Benny. That's coming up next. Let's take a look at some replays there from our fourth match. Echeberry, I mean, really figuring things out here. Opens with that drop shot. Not the best attempt there. Not droppy enough, and Lalu makes it pay. This one scooped up in the middle of the court. Lalu, look at that forehand. Lift to the inside, just beats Echeberry into the side wall. And then this powerful serve here. Got Echeberry backing up, and the ace ends it in Lalu's favor. And you see the friends there shaking hands after that win. Season totals coming into today's game day. Cyclones, Warriors, firmly in the playoffs right now. Renegades, Fireballs, and Chargers all tied for third place there. Remember, the tiebreaker is total matches won this year. So right now, you know, every match that's played, that would be the difference between those three teams. One of them would not make it to the playoffs. Got the Devils looking to make their way up that leaderboard, and if they win these next two matches, they can put themselves into that potential four-way tie for third place. Again, most of the game days pretty even so far this season, Stu. If you look at the numbers there, 6 game days left for the Renegades and Cyclones, and then 7 game days left for the Fireballs, Chargers, Warriors, and the Devils, of course, playing tonight. We got our winners making their way over to the DraftKings Players Cage. Not winners, that was a singles match. Lalu closed it out on the last point. And we got our winner over there, Lalu. Ready to go. Congratulations, Lalu there. So 3-1 in singles this year. Great start for you. How are you feeling about your play?
Ahora tu récord en esta temporada es 3-1. ¿Cómo te sientes en esta temporada? Me siento más o menos bien porque ganó 3 partidos y hoy un día diferente porque juego contra mi amigo Echeberry. Lo conozco bien y es difícil de jugar con este tipo de personas porque nos conocimos bien y ya lo pasé bien, ganamos.
I feel more or less okay with the season. Today's a very different day because I'm playing against against a close friend in Echeberry, and it's very hard to play against someone that's your friend and you know very, very well because they know how you play very well.
Awesome, Alu. Well, in the end, you got that critical last point and the win for your team, so good luck the rest of the way today. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
There's a big spot for him, Walu delivering, improving to 3-1. Now we'll go back to doubles for the moment. Arutya and Cabrera a chance against Benetrix and Benny. Arutya and Cabrera 2-3 so far this regular season. Benetrix and Benny undefeated 3-0. These two teams played a great 3-set match just this past Friday. Went the way of the Devils, Benetrix and Benny. The game day score tied up 2-2. The winner of this 5th match will secure their team at least a tie going into match 6.
We're ready to begin our 5th match of the game day. Arutya has the serve for the Fireballs. Serve was dying, and Benny got up there. He turns it into a cortada that scores. Well done. Devils on the board first here. Benetrix and Benny. Benetrix has the serve.
Well, there's the offensive element that Benny's added to his game. You know, if you give him the opportunity, he'll take it. He shoots a cortada right off the bat there. It's kind of a dead serve.
Yeah.
It makes him pay early on. That's a great start.
Here's the catch by Cabrera. Here's the backhand by Benny. Rebote dropping. Arutya makes the save. Here's Benetrix. Attacking, hard throw to the inside. Cabrera makes the save. Benetrix at the 3 line. Another hard forehand. This one will score. That's a point for Benetrix and Benny. They have 2. Benetrix has the serve. So Benetrix attacking consistently up there in the front court, moving up on the ball as far as the 2.5 line to just blast it straight back. Here's the backhand by Cabrera to the inside. Benny is there. Powerful backhand by Cabrera. Benny now from the 11 line. Beautiful catch by Cabrera. Pulling that right from the sidewall. Benetrix on the forehand. Powerful right side. Benny right up the middle. Oh, actually, hard to the inside. Rebote. That's the rebound off the back wall coming out. Benny at the side wall. That is such a tough catch. Puts it back along the wall. Arutya is there. Cabrera, hard throw to the inside. Benny on the catch. Backhand now from the 11 line. Oh, Cabrera hit with the ball. That is a loss of point. 3 points for Benetrix and Benny.
That is, you just hate to see that happen. You know, Cabrera does a great job of just ducking out of the way late there in the backcourt, but I mean, just got tripped up there. Sometimes when you throw it to the corner, you can't really tell which surface it hits first, and that kind of dictates where the rebote is going.
Absolutely right, Andrew. Once the ball passes you, when you're that close to the back wall, it's just so hard to keep track of where the ball is, and you don't want to turn around because you just got hit in the back. Yeah, you wind up getting hit in the face. Benny on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 11 line. Cabrera. Powerfully wall-to-wall from the left side. Rotate forehand. Benny on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Scoop. by Cabrera. Cabrera with another difficult catch deep in the backcourt. Rotate forehand by Benetrix. Arutya cuts it off the 8 line. Costello 2-all.
Pad.
Caught the top of the pad. That's a 4th point for Benetrix and Benny of the Devils.
A game of inches, I mean, and you're seeing it in full effect here. Cabrera, I mean, gets hit with a ball off the back wall, and that one easily could have scored 2, just catching a piece of the pad. So, I mean, 4 points up there for the Devils. Good sharp, but very well could be 2-2. Very easily the other way.
Here's the backhand by Cabrera.
Man.
That one touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. That's a 5th point for Benetrix and Benny. Possible set point.
Yeah, I mean, you know, always a premium on passing. You don't want to lay one up so the opposing front quarter can attack, and especially against Benetrix, who's one of the more aggressive players. There's also a balance of, you know, not giving away the point too. I mean, if Benetrix cuts it off at the 9 line, how much can you really do back there as opposed to potentially sacrificing the point, lifting it up a little higher? See how they adjust.
Cabrera to the inside. Benetrix will take it in the air. Powerful backhand from the 7 line. Caught beautifully. Backhand 2-all. Oh! Benetrix goes head first into the screen. A backhand 2-all will score. There'll be no shutout. Arutya and Cabrera on the board with the point. Arutya has the serve.
Well, gets one in right here. This is, you know, Cabrera's go-to shot, the backhand 2-all. Benetrix has opened up to the sidewall and moving back and inside. You know,
He was trying to flip it too, like catching the
flick in one motion.
Yeah.
The
La Pistola from.
I was gonna say Nicholas was the first one to do it, but I guess Carballo.
Carballo, yeah. No, don't take that away from Carballo.
No,
That's definitely Carballo's Pistola. I said, what is it? Pistola. I stopped asking questions after that.
Ooh,
that ball tipped in the backcourt. That's a 2nd point for Arutya and Cabrera. Still possible set point for the Devils. Benetrix and Benny.
I mean, throughout the year, Benny's really been great for this team. You know, talk about a player who had to step up. Benny was a Division III player most of his career, drafted to the Devils last year in Division II, and by now you wouldn't even know it the way he's playing in singles and doubles. Just a great asset to this team.
Powerful forehand rebote thrown by Benetrix coming in low. Arutya makes the save. Benetrix is on it. That's a great catch. Arutya stops it. Costello 2-all stopped by Benetrix. Benetrix rifles this back, and it scores. Point and set to the Devils, Benetrix and Benny.
Well, first set, pretty quickly there. Won by the Devils, 6-2. Said Benetrix and Benny, you know, joining Cray and Julian as the only other undefeated doubles team in all of Battle Court. And, you know, pretty impressive that this is a team that features one of the three new players on the roster that is still undefeated.
Absolutely. And Benetrix has been fearless against Arutya's 2-all. Again, just now.
I mean, no
he
fear at all.
remained standing the entire time this time. But.
I mean, he'll stand out there all day. I mean, starting that first match with Rock, I mean, really controlling the play against Joseph and Ikeda. I mean, Benetrix, I mean, a chance to win his 2nd match of the day right here. And also for Benny, too, you know, it's a bit of a long layoff for him. He's just been watching the entire day, hasn't played a match. So, I mean, pretty late in the day here to step out for the first time. Filling in great. Just that one miss on the forehand, but outside of that, it looks solid.
He may have still been tired from Friday night.
Yeah.
How many of his, they were all 3 sets?
Well, 5 of the 6 matches went to a third set, and the only one that didn't was match 1, which I think was Division 6. So yeah, Benny, all of Benny's matches definitely went to a third set, and he played 2 in a row, back to back.
Yeah.
The youths do, you know, we could.
My goodness, how much younger than me are you?
Half. Yeah, just slice it right in half. This is the only year we can say that.
And you're talking to me about Benny's youth? Okay, got a second set coming up, right?
Yes.
Am I announcing?
You got it, Stu. You're doing great.
About to begin our second set here as the clock. What does the clock do? Keeps time, I know that. And
Ticks
also
down? Is
ticks
that what you're
down,
looking for?
that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew is my service person.
Happy
My
to
service
help.
announcer. Thank you. Comes up with the words when I can't. We're ready to begin our second set. Arutya has the serve for the Fireballs.
And Arutya started to open it up kind of late in that set when the Fireballs are already down. We'll see if he comes out with that same game plan here to begin the set, 0-0. That's when I think they're at their best. Arutya's so quick, could push the pace, and he's got the shots to match just about anybody.
Excellent serve. Even better catch and return by Benny. Here's Arutya jumping in at the 10 line. Powerful backhand. Catch and return by Benetrix. Cabrera is there. He goes deep. Wall to wall from the left side. Rotate forehand. Catch by Benetrix. Benetrix with the filo. That scores. First point of the second set goes to the Devils. Benetrix and Benny.
Well, not often you beat Arutya to the net. I mean, he's running that way.
Well, he maneuvered around Arutya to begin
make the
with. Yes, exactly.
Can't ask for a better start. And give Benetrix a little bit of confidence with the shot making, too.
Excellent serve by Benetrix. That cut back to the inside. Benetrix stays deep. Forehand from the 9 line. Scooped up by Cabrera. Great catch. Benetrix calls for a difficult one. Wow. So
Just caught the pad.
Yeah, the ball caught the pad, and the pad held onto it this time. I don't know that I've
Well,
seen.
that's that spot you're talking about, Stu. We'll take the pads a little.
The pads had enough. Pads really had enough.
It's like right above the A in Magic City. Looks like the pad's kind of hanging down. Not a lot of space there to drop it in, but Arutya found it.
1-1. Arutya serves. Powerful serve is cut off by Benetrix. Benetrix with the drop shot inside that scores. Benetrix and Benny with 2. Benetrix has the serve.
And if I'm Benetrix and I, see where the defense is on this drop shot, I'm going to keep going right back to it. Arutya has to move to the outside to defend the net. Cabrera is the only one that can make a play on it. He's still at the 12 line as that ball's taking its second bounce.
That was just so well done by Benetrix. Benny moves back, has the scoop at the 13 line. Here's the backhand by Cabrera. Benny's there. Backhand from the 11. Rotate forehand. Excellent catch by Benny. Benny up high at the 13, backhand to the inside. Cabrera going for it, has a tip ball on the side wall. Nothing easy about that catch. That's a 3rd point for Benetrix and Benny of the Devils. Benetrix serves.
There was communication, but it came kind of late. I mean, Cabrera had already committed to making that catch. He thought it might drop in the Chula, I think, which is why he got in there, because it was on the wall behind him at the 12 line. A lot of difficult things. Just couldn't get out of the way in time.
Powerful backhand by Cabrera. Forehand rebote, caught in the air by Cabrera. Gets rid of this one quick. Benetrix gets in there at the 8 line. Here's Arutya, also from the 8. Benny in the corner, overhead, backhand. Benetrix powerfully from the left side. Arutya. Benetrix moving in, takes it in the air. Split placement. Scoop by Cabrera. He keeps it high. Benny looking for the rebote, just makes the safe play. Caught in the air by Arutya. Carom by Arutya, stopped by Benetrix. Benetrix gets it back in, and it scores. My, oh my. Tremendous play by all 4 players 4 points for Benny and Benetrix here in the second set. Benetrix has the serve.
Well, earlier in the match, Benetrix's hand just caught the side netting, which gave away a point. But here you see him make the adjustment a little bit later on. Benny lays up this rebote here. Arutya attacks. Here's where the sequence gets interesting. Powerful carom. Look at Benetrix. Makes the stop, and he's moving away from the net. Keeps the hand out of it. No contact there, and a fourth point.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. No, you're absolutely right, Andrew. He didn't need a repeat lesson on that. But just getting it back to the front wall was so difficult, and he made the play. Here's a backhand by Cabrera. Benetrix moving cross court. Backhand from the 9 line. Arutya is there. Benetrix now from the 9 to the inside. Cabrera from the 11. Backhand 2-all, just above the pad. Caught before the second bounce. Arutya takes that one in the air. Rebote. Rebote to the inside. Caught in the air by Arutya. Arutya fires it outside. That one will score. It's 2 points for Arutya and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Arutya serves.
Well, he just blasted that one to the outside. But, you know, Benetrix still frustrated because any ball that he can get assessed on, he feels like he can catch. It doesn't matter how fast it's coming in here. Hooks it right there.
These are just two phenomenal catches by Arutya back to back.
Straight outside. I mean, yeah, it's about probably 150 out of the basket. But, I mean, by those standards, it's about as catchable as you're going to get. That's why he reacted the way, but that's tough.
Hard serve by Arutya is caught by Benny on the forehand. Cabrera will take it in the air. Benetrix from the 8. Cabrera again on the left side. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall, play to the inside by Arutya. Rebote left side to the inside, powerfully thrown. Benny comes out to make the play, keeps it high. Caught in the air by Cabrera. Benny on the scoop, backhand from the 12. At the sidewall, Arutya makes the play. That kicked up. That took off, hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. A third point for Arutya and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Arutya serves.
Really the first big miss of the night for Benetrix, and it cuts the lead to just 1. Rebote sent up high, overhead screen out of play. And Arutya's been throwing the ball about as hard as we've ever seen him in this match.
Consistently. Well, again, Benetrix is just putting so much pressure. Covering the outside, the inside, taking everything in the air. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Benny on the catch, backhand to the inside. Cabrera from the 12 line, wall to wall. On the backhand. Rebote forehand fired inside. Arutya calls for it, makes the rebote save. Caught by Benetrix. A little lighter on the backhand by Benetrix. Arutya to the inside. Benny scoops it up. High on the left side. Beautiful catch by Benny. Rebote to the inside. What a scoop by Benny, and he gets it off in time. Here's Arutya. Light touch, taken on the forehand of Benetrix. Benetrix powerfully to the inside, and Cabrera stops it in the air. Low runner, picked up by Benny. Benny takes this one in the air at the back wall. Powerful backhand follows. Rebote coming out. Powerful rebote by Arutya, and a tremendous catch by Benny. Backhand duel caught in the air by Arutya. Benny's looking for the rebote. Perfect positioning. Inside it goes. Cabrera makes the stop at the 11 line. Benny again ripping one off the sidewall beautifully. Benetrix now from the 9. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming out. Arutya is looking for it on the left side. To the inside he goes. Benny's there again. Cabrera on the forehand. Plays it high. Benny catches it in the air. Rebote left side to the backcourt, and Benny's there. Benetrix attacks, stops it on the backhand. Powerful backhand is caught by Cabrera. Benny, 13 line. Splitter, taken on the forehand of Benny. Benny from the right side. Arutya calls for it, makes the rebote from midcourt. Low runner, scooped up again by Benny. Tremendous catch.
Kind of skipped on him, not easy.
Benetrix cross court, backhand from the 7 line, thrown hard and inside, and Cabrera makes another fine grab there. Rebote forehand by Arutya, wall to wall from the forehand. Rebote missed
it
by Benetrix. What a point. 4-4 is the score. Arutya has the serve for the Fireballs.
Just like that, 3 in a row for the Fireballs to come back and tie it up. Felt like Devils had all the momentum, playing great. Fireballs turning it on late here. Want to keep this game day going and potentially still win it for their side. And 2-2 into our 5th match here. Singles up next, Aratz against Nicholas. But these guys aren't finished here. Arutya still firing. Cabrera be his best point of the match right there.
Benny on the backhand to the inside. Cabrera from the 10 line. Benny again, powerfully. Wall to wall from the left side. Arutya is looking for the rebote at the 4 line, makes it. Benny with a hop, makes a great catch. Backhand to the inside, and Cabrera's there again. Big backhand. Rebote forehand by Benetrix. Dropping. Arutya makes a difficult save on the rebote. Outside placement. What a catch by Arutya. That's actually quite crazy.
Oh man, that was crazy too.
Arutya is calling for the rebote. He puts it inside beautifully. Here's Benny on the backhand. Arutya with a hop. Backhand from the 9. Wall to wall. Out to the rebote. Powerful throw. Scoop by Cabrera. Well done. On the wall the whole way. Dropping. Benetrix makes the save. Arutya cuts it off. Rifles it outside. It scores.
Probably saw his life flash before his eyes, too. Oh, my goodness. What a shot that was.
It's really almost impossible to explain how
Yeah.
hard that ball was thrown.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
And you see the way he ducked out of the way, too? Like, it looked...
If it's not near your chest, if it's coming anywhere near your body, especially your head, just duck and get out of the way.
It looked like a baby giraffe trying to... He just went limp. I mean, that's the only way he could have... Oh, my God.
Yeah,
the knee... I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, so then he's not going to be able to complete the season if he gets hit, fortunately. Good reflexes, huh?
Oh, well...
But also a tremendous throw by Arutya. Just such power.
Fireballs now lead. 4-1.
Possible set point for Fireballs.
Wow.
Ball tipped, point and set to the Fireballs, Arutya and Cabrera. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our 3rd and decisive set.
That one really got away from the Devils there. 5 straight points. And also, you know, just not that aggressive. You know, that's what got the Devils to that point. I mean, Benetrix was playing great, throwing some shots, moving the defense around, and built that 4-1 lead into the 2nd set. And then they just kind of backed off. Felt like they were good, felt like they were probably in a position to win the match, and that's never safe. You can't get complacent here in Battle Court, especially in these top 3 divisions. I mean, you see runs like this all the time.
Fireballs all huddled together there. Just what a tremendous set. Just what a fantastic set. Every time Arutya and Benetrix have stepped on the court together, it's been some of the most aggressive play we've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, the battles between Gaucheri and Douglas are pretty legendary, you know, in this program. And but this Arutya and Benetrix is just like undeterred by the power. I mean,
no, these guys are
time.
fearless. I think. I mean, both of them. I mean, on both sides of them. I mean, they'll stand out there, handle those 1,000-mile-an-hour balls, and they'll also try to make shots on the move, and the ball's flying by their heads. I mean, it's amazing that these guys are as focused as they are with all the with everything going on.
And it's also like with Benetrix, you see when you take a look at him, you see the strength that he has. You just kind of see it. His strength matches what you see. Arutya, that's not the case. You don't see as much power as he's able to generate just when you're watching him right now out there on the court. Pretty much all the same thing with Lalu as well.
Same,
you know,
yeah.
we were very surprised by the power that Lalu brought. But Arutya is just, from a comparatively small frame, he generates so much power.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that Benetrix has the reflexes that he has, because
if that's us, day's over, Stu. I mean, both
day's over.
Day? Yeah, you're right. Could have, yeah. No,
why end there? Did you sign up for the long-term care? I didn't. Because that's what that
would have been.
Did you see what that ball did? Benetrix serves. Our third set has begun with an overserve. First fault, second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. It's difficult enough being back here behind the glass sitting down.
Don't need to overcomplicate it.
There's the backhand by Cabrera. Rebote. Cabrera goes deep. Benny's there. Benny again, this time from the 11 line. Wall to wall from the left side, Arutya. Looks for the rebote coming right up the middle. Yeah. Costado 2-all off the rebote will score. Arutya and Cabrera of the Fireballs first up on the board here in the third and decisive set. Arutya serves.
Just based on the ease and the confidence in which Arutya threw that 2-all, he had to have been lining that up and thinking about it the entire break. You know, Benetrix has been aggressive. That leaves him susceptible to shots off the rebote. And, I mean, right there, I mean, he was moving the opposite way of that 2-all.
Powerful, powerful serve is stopped by Benny. Arutya back to the 10 line to make the catch and the return. Rotate forehand. Benetrix will take it on the right side. Arutya crosses but gets out of the way. Here's the backhand by Cabrera. Benny, 13 line. Backhand to the inside. Rotate forehand. Benetrix will let it pass. He turns to save the rebote. Arutya is attacking. He's up there. Drop shot.
Oh, did he get that? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. Are you guys friends? Seriously, what's up with that? Wow. Oh,
I think we all need a minute. Deep breaths, dude. Deep breath.
No, look at
we
this.
Thought we were going to lose.
We saw this Friday
Fireballs
night.
Thought they were going to lose a player.
Way. Look at this.
I mean, oh my God! Thank God.
Oh yeah, you can't see him, but
look at that. I mean, no one's reacting there. The announcer staff couldn't believe their minds. Take a breath, Stu. Wow. Great shot, though. That was dangerous.
Ball tipped in the front court. That's the second point for Devils. Benetrix and Benny. Benetrix has a serve. Again, we're in the third and decisive set. First one of these teams to reach 6 points will win it, and everyone on the court's locked in.
Yeah, I was going to say that throw may have just thrown off the rhythm of these guys a little bit too, because I mean Arutya's caught everything this last set and a half, and finally his first miss after that scary sequence.
Backhand by Cabrera. Benetrix cross court. Backhand from the 9 line. Rebote, that's the rebound off the back wall, played by Arutya. Back inside. Benetrix stops it in the air. Powerful backhand. Rebote, forehand by Arutya. Passing it to the backcourt. Benny's there. Cabrera calls for the catch. Hard to the inside he goes. Here's a Benetrix. Benny takes it at the 12 line. Back to the inside, on the wall the whole way, dropping. Saved by Arutya. Benetrix makes the catch. Oh, the drop shot attempt caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 2-2, we're tied up in the third set of the fifth match. Arutya serves.
Yeah, just kind of held on to that one a little bit longer. Ended up hooking it into the pad, and you know that happens sometimes when guys are a little indecisive. It looked like he wanted to go outside. Arutya was there defending it, tried to switch it up at the last instant, stuck it in the pad.
Powerful, powerful serve by Arutya again. Benny plays it off the left side. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Arutya. Inside placement, stopped by Benny. Benny hard to the inside. Here's the backhand by Cabrera. Rebote coming out. Rebote by Benetrix. Ball tipped in the backcourt. It's a third point for Arutya and Cabrera. Of the Fireballs, Arutya serves.
It's an uncharacteristic miss by Benny, but not, you know, when you look at cut it back. I mean, he's in the air, he's leaping, he's moving to the outside. There's a lot of moving parts, if you will, on that catch attempt.
There's nothing easy about it, no question about it. Here's the catch by Benny. Hard throw to the inside. Powerful backhand. Scoop by Cabrera. Backhand. Benny now from the 11 line to the inside. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall, played by Arutya, cut off by Benetrix. Looked a little awkward on that catch, but man, he stops it in his basket consistently well. Rebote forehand, straight back, hard throw. Benny catches it on the left side. Cabrera now from the 11 line. Benetrix on the forehand. Scoop by Cabrera. Low and hard along the wall. What a catch again by Cabrera. Beautifully made along the wall. Benetrix now from the forehand. This one taken on the right side of Cabrera.
It's amazing. I mean, there seems to be a positive correlation with how tired Cabrera's getting and his catching. I mean, he's been phenomenal.
Split placement will score for Arutya. 4 points for Arutya and Cabrera. Arutya served. Sorry about that.
No, it's shaking out the hand afterwards, too. That was a lengthy point, but it's just, I mean, he's been phenomenal allowing Arutya to kill the point like that up there in the front. I mean, the long rebote, but sometimes you blast those backhands, you feed a shot. Split placement. Benetrix is to the outside. Benny, I mean, he's trying to cover the inside there.
Really well done.
But when the ball's moving this quickly in a third set and Arutya's throwing it, could sneak it by some guys.
Cabrera retying his cesta. Arutya, I think it's safe to say, itching to serve. Powerful, powerful serve is stopped by Benny in a beautiful catch. Back to the inside. Benny's there, this time on the forehand. Robote, the rebound from the back wall, played by Benetrix to the inside. Big bounce brought in by Cabrera. Benny takes that from the side wall. Robote coming up the middle. 2-all Robote. Hit the pad. That's a point for Benetrix and Benny. 3 points for the Devils. Benetrix is serving.
As we've seen, you know, the guys that are up there towards the top of the kills per match are also going to mix in a few out-of-play throws as well. I mean, we saw Gaucheri #1 in kills, #1 in terms of out throws as well. So, you know, Arutya is going to live and die by it. It's got him back in the match. Still a 1-point lead here. Nothing to worry about for the Fireballs. Just got to stay in it now.
In the third set. Low hard serve picked up in the backcourt by Cabrera. Benny from the 12 line. Robote, left side by Arutya. Benny's there. Robote for Arutya. Back to the inside with power. Benny scoops it up high on the left side. Cabrera up high. Benny again, great catch, hard throw along the wall, and Cabrera's there. Benny now on the forehand at the 13. Cut off by Arutya. That ball's on the wall. Arutya makes a tremendous save. That's a floater. Benny moves up, makes the catch. Backhand from the 9. Stopped by Cabrera. That backhand clears the overhead screen. Robote coming to the forehand. Rifled back, scooped up by Cabrera. Cabrera again, this time from the 11. Benny will take it at the 13. Send it back. Robote left side to the outside. Caught in the air by Arutya. Arutya blasted mid-wall. What a catch by Benetrix.
Took one step and he was back inside to cut it off.
Robote by Benetrix. Arutya cuts it off in the air. Split placement will score.
So good.
5 points for Arutya and Cabrera of the Fireballs. This is possible match point.
Well, there's so many options from the Costado. Drop shot, inside, outside, to pass, splitter, whatever. If you keep mixing it up and the defense can only take away 2 of them,
right,
it leaves 3 or 4 other shots that you can score, and Arutya has been so intentional all day long with this split placement. It threw it in the first match, scored easily, throwing it here again, splits them up. And neither Devil within 10, 20 yards of that ball. Feet? I guess we'll go back. whatever unit you want to use, but still, what a great shot by Arutya. Timely here, and a couple of points to work with here to close out the match.
Powerful, powerful serve is stopped by Benny. Benny sends it to the inside. Cabrera crashing into the wall, makes the play. Benny from the 11 line. Robote. Robote forehand, straight back.
Tough one.
Tough one, saved by Benetrix. Cabrera. Backhand, lower and harder. Benny with the tip ball. Point set. And a hard-fought match for Arutya and Cabrera, winning at 6-3 in the third and decisive set.
And what a turnaround that was, down 4-1 in the second set. The Fireballs win 5 straight and set number 3 to take a 3-2 game day lead into the final match of the day. That will be Division I singles with Aratz taking on Nicholas. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one! take a look at that game day score now. 3-2 in favor of the Fireballs coming back in this game day and now securing at least half a point, so no chance for the Devils to play themselves into a tie. Fireballs are going to be moving up either way into a tie with the Warriors or potentially jumping them. We'll see what happens in this last match. We have our winners over in the cage ready to go. Arutya and Cabrera there, guys. So, 4-1 you guys were down in the second set. Able to come all the way back and win the match. Chris, how are you able to do it?
Well, you take it by point. You can't think too far ahead. You know, you guys say it all the time on the broadcast, no lead is safe. And you see it right there. We communicate, we play every point like it's the last one, and we were lucky to get the victory against these guys that just beat us on Friday, so revenge is nice.
Awesome, guys. A hard-fought match there, handing Benetrix and Benny their first loss of the season. Congratulations. We'll see what happens in this finale, which will be Division I singles. Aratz steps out there for the Fireballs against Nicholas. Back to full health here today. Representing the Devils. Aratz 1-5 in singles this year. Nicholas, his best season ever so far, 2-2. And then the one match that Benny filled in on Friday night, Benny was able to defeat Aratz. So, a chance here. The Fireballs win this match. Aratz would give his team the game day win, pick up a full point in our standings. And if Nicholas wins it, the game day will end in a 3-3 tie. Stage is set. We're ready to go with match number 6. We are ready to begin our final match of the game day. Aratz will serve to Nicholas.
Those bathroom runs can be a little dangerous sometimes. Emotions running high and deservedly.
That's why I go between the sets. You know.
Good point. I'll remember that next time. Thank you.
Aratz serving, ready to begin our final match. There's a serve. We begin our final match. High lofting backhand in the corner. Aratz trying to get out there. He does, but just kind of lays it up. Nicholas moving in on it. 6 line. Oh, a 2-wall. Aratz read it.
He read it.
Dropped it. Nicholas strikes first here in our final match.
Aratz did read it, but just wasn't. I don't know if he, again, many times players are thinking about what they're going to throw before they make the catch, because Aratz catches everything, obviously. So don't know if he was thinking about what he was going to do with the ball, but rare miss for Aratz.
Aratz waits for that serve to cross, sends the backhand up into that corner. Nicholas, nice rebote save. Aratz steps back, lines it up off the side wall. Rebote forehand, kicks up and out of play. Aratz gets one back and we're tied 1-1.
I think you said it earlier, premium on passing, getting above your, especially in singles. But you wind up flirting with that overhead screen.
Backhand, high to the inside, pulled in by Nicholas. There's Aratz reaching in along the sidewall. This one comes on a little lower. Nicholas waiting for it at the 11 line. He goes high and deep. Aratz takes off early. Now settles at the 6, sends the rebote back inside. So that one clipped. Aratz scoops it up. 2-all by Aratz, opens and scores. Second point for Aratz, he lead. Big backhand. High. This one kicks out to the middle of the court. Nicholas at the 8. Forehand, low and hard to the inside. There's a nice scoop by Aratz. Big backhand. Bote saved on the back end by Aratz. Comes to Nicholas. Left side to the inside. Gets it by. Aratz sends Bote just above the pad. Nicholas sets up in the middle of the court, shoots it inside, crosses the wall. What a difficult scoop made at the 11. Nicholas now, Robote of his own. Back inside, Aratz makes the catch, shoots it inside. Long run for Nicholas. He's not going to get there. Third point for Aratz. Leads it by 2.
Since that first miss, Aratz has just been spot on. Catching, court positioning, keeping the ball away from Nicholas when he can.
Backhand just clears the screen. Robote coming out. Forehand drop shot. Oh, just got the pad. That's 2 for Nicholas.
Aratz definitely mixing things up. We don't see him throw many Robote drop shots, or drop shots off the Robote. That one caught the pad and gives Nicholas a point. Aratz consistently keeping unforced errors to a minimum.
Aratz opens up and the backhand kicks up and out of play. Just like that, we are tied 3-3.
As I was saying,
yes.
That one just took off and hit the overhead screen. Announcer's curse?
Yeah, we've been known to jinx a player every now and then.
Yeah.
We try not to, but we're trying to be positive, and
yeah,
then it just backfires really all the time.
Just giving credit, just
credit
before they throw it off the court.
Like, that was a great point, and then right in the screen. That backhand out of play as well. Now Nicholas leading 4-3. Such a premium on passing in singles, and you can see it here. Aratz trying to.
I mean, that's about as hard as I've seen Aratz ever throw the ball.
Aratz steps up to that serve, blasts the backhand from the 10. This is coming way out. Robote on the wall, missed by Nicholas. 4-4 is the score, and Aratz serve.
I think we have an idea of what he was trying to do with the previous throw. Worked that time.
High, hard backhand. Robote coming way out. Up at the 7 line, Aratz turns it right at Nicholas's feet. Oh, he makes a great scoop. Forehand passing, cutting inside. Aratz just does get to it. It's floating on the wall. Nicholas picks it off. Robote coming up the inside. Nicholas runs around it. Forehand, high and hard, dropping into that corner. Aratz goes to the floor, makes a save. Now Nicholas from the 8, shoots one inside, caught along the side wall. Nicholas turns another Robote. Aratz steps up into the costado. It's a 2-wall, but that's too wide. That gives Nicholas a 5th point. He's got a possible set point.
Aratz showing no fear going for shots.
Yeah, he shot that one deep. Back of the 10 line almost.
Tough throw.
Floats it into that corner again. Nicholas digs one out. Aratz makes the catch up in the front court. 2-wall. That one's opens and scores. So, tied up at 5-5 here. This is set point.
Point for point, catch for catch, throw for throw. Both Nicholas and Aratz. Aratz makes a beautiful catch, and this 2-wall, just beautifully executed.
Catch off the sidewall. Here's Nicholas. Sends it back. Aratz takes it in deep in the backcourt. Catch along the sidewall. Nicholas sends it deep. Robote coming out. Aratz from the 8 line drops it inside. Scoop. by Nicholas. Aratz committed. Crouching down, saves Zerbote, kicking up at Nicholas's feet, picks it up at the 9, sends it back. Pops in that corner, Aratz saves Zerbote. Nicholas, here's the backhand. Passing wall-to-wall, Aratz turns it above his head. It just clears the screen. Nicholas tipped it up high, trying to get up there at the 8 line. Point and set. Aratz closes it out 6-5, 2 minutes. Come back and play set 2.
And you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Highlight Fronton in Miami, Florida, currently playing our 6th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking the breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. Focus on Aratz beating Nicholas, standing behind him there by 1 point there at the very end. Ball takes a big bounce and scores. Aratz has been spot on in terms of his catching. Let a couple balls get away, and after I was complimenting him on unforced errors, there were 2 unforced errors shortly thereafter. Nicholas not showing the same degree of offensive play as Aratz, but his defense usually wins him quite a few points. And there it was 5-5 at the end of the set. So close all the way. Both players ready to begin the second set. As the clock ticks down, we have about 40 seconds.
Players taking some extra time out here on the court, about 30 seconds to the start of our second set. So Aratz wins the first set there. Game day score in favor of the Fireballs, 3-2 at the moment. So Aratz just needs one of these next 2 sets to win the game day for the Fireballs, which would be, awfully impressive considering the Devils just won 5-1 without Nicholas on Friday night. To come back and respond this way could just keep the season going in the right way.
Absolutely.
We're ready to begin our second set. Nicholas serves to Aratz. Did you know that? Here's Nicholas on the inside. Backhand to the inside. Nicholas sends it up. Robote's coming out. Ball tipped along the sidewall. Aratz going to get on the board first here in set 2.
Ball just dropping down right along the sidewall. Nothing easy about the catch. Tipped by Nicholas.
Catch inside, Aratz pulls it off the sidewall. Big backhand follows. Catch by Aratz, goes Stoddard to the inside, faked him out. That makes it 2-0.
Again, have to have respect for Aratz has scored on that 2-wall. He makes the catch here, winds up. Nicholas, believing he was going outside. Aratz sees the inside wide open. That's where he throws it.
High hard backhand there. Ooh, drop just beyond the 13. Aratz kind of lays up that rebote. Nicholas makes the catch up high. Backhand to the inside. Take it in right off the sidewall. He sends it deep. Rebote turning inside. Nicholas passes wall to wall. Nice rebote. 2-all though by Aratz. He shoots it. Doesn't open enough. Nicholas from the outside. Boy, what a good carry that was. Nicholas, his first point of set 2.
Nicholas knows Aratz is fast. That he's going to choose to throw the Cabrera, which he does. He's got it. It's just beautifully executed. That ball opens up in front of the 4 line, goes straight to the screen. Beautifully done.
High bouncing serve. Aratz waits for it across the sidewall, sends it now to Nicholas. Played to pass. Aratz out there for the rebote, high to the inside. Big bounce. Nicholas reaching up high on the left side. Beautiful control. Passes on that return. Aratz keeps it up the middle. Nicholas times it up perfectly. Sends it inside. Scoop missed by Aratz. Just like that, Nicholas comes back and ties it 2-2.
Great catch here by Nicholas. Again, powers it inside. Aratz going for a scoop off the side wall in the floor. Interesting.
Aratz high and hard, open things up. Nicholas gets out to the 8 line, plays it back inside. Catch by Aratz. Long rebote, tracked down at the 7, played up the middle. Aratz stops it overhead with a blind catch, puts it back inside. Another rebote now for Nicholas. Aratz takes it in off the side wall. Aratz with a backhand 2-wall, shoots it, it drops in and scores. Well timed there to retake the lead, 3-2. Usually see that more in doubles, but in singles here, pretty effective for Aratz. Yeah.
Good time to throw it.
Aratz committed to the catch, drops it over the top. Nicholas, what a scoop. 2-wall follows, it's in, and scores. Trading point for point here now. Tying up again, 3-3.
Aratz frustrated. He was there. That ball hit his cesta just before it hit the screen. But when you're running pretty much well as fast as you can, and you know you have to get to the ball before it hits the screen, the catch becomes a little blurry.
Aratz takes in the serve, and he sends that one deep. Rebote forehand. Crossing to the inside. Aratz got there first. His inside placement. Nicholas is quick, got back in there. Leaping grab, made at the 11 line. Aratz puts it back inside. Kicks off the sidewall. Nicholas nails the rebote. Caught in the air by Aratz. His 2-wall is just too low. Off the top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad, giving Nicholas the lead here. 4-3.
But Aratz basically showing Nicholas that no place on the court is safe. He scored to the inside. He scored with the 2-wall. That one happened to catch the pad, but
long rebote there at the 8 line, whip to the inside. 2-wall opens, that scores. Aratz there, 2-wall off the rebote, ties it 4-4 is the score. Aratz serve. Two-wall there. Oh, what a pickup there by Nicholas. High to the inside. Rebote's coming out. Aratz just kind of lays it up. Now Nicholas waiting for it at the 8. Shoots it inside. Scoop
Aratz is
by
there.
Aratz. Great defense. Rebote clears the screen. Aratz turns now looking for the rebote. It's a 2-wall. Fall down save. Nicholas picks it off of the net. Sends it inside. It's dropped off the side wall. 5 points for Nicholas. He's got a possible set point.
look how tight that score is. Aratz wins the first set 6-5. Nicholas leading by 1 for the Devils. Here in the second set, Nicholas is able to close this out. Will force a third set.
Robote forehand there for Nicholas. Right off the middle of the court. Aratz. Backhand. Passing to the inside, Nicholas. Big Robote there. Aratz committed. That one kicks up over his head. We got a third set coming up here in just 2 minutes.
So Aratz being a naturally trained backcourter will tend to stay in the backcourt. And by the backcourt, we're referring basically anything from up the 9-line back. So backcourters playing singles sometimes will play deep, especially on this court. There's a problem.
Yes.
If they manage to pass, which is why we're always talking about the overhead screen and trying to pass, the premium on passing. If you get passed and you're committed to the backcourt to try to catch it, that ball comes off of the back wall so fast.
You see what's going on there? Nicholas was looking at the basket as he was making his way off the court. He was looking towards the tip of the cesta.
Checking the frame.
Yeah.
So really any part of that cesta could have an issue, like the reeds there that you see going across that's woven. So but if that frame that the chief judge is checking there, if that frame is cracked, that's a problem. That's when the cestas, anything can be repaired, the ribs in the center, and yeah, and players can feel it. Basically what happens is the ball starts escaping, So by escaping means it releases earlier than you want it to, so that's when you see it going out to the screen, or on the backhand it goes to the pad.
You can kind of see it moving around there in the replay. Chief Judge looks like he's pushing on the basket. Well, there's just another element here in this third set now. You just got to factor it in.
This is the thing about high-lie cestas. It's they can last for as long as a few months, or they can break on the first day that you take them out. And some breaks are workable. Other breaks are like Echeberry, I think, is the best example. That was a brand new cesta, and he played with it for maybe 2 weeks, and then the frame cracked in a place where it can't be fixed.
Yeah, that was tough. I mean,
yeah,
awful, very
tough,
frustrating.
right?
You can understand why. You know, you wait for a new basket, you're excited to work it in, and then just snaps on you. Looks to be okay, though. Nicholas out there ready to begin set number 3. Aratz will serve to begin our third set. And again, the game day now tied, match score rather, tied up 1-1. Game day score in favor of the Fireballs there, you see 3-2. Same as we said, if Aratz wins this set, Fireballs win the game day now. If Nicholas wins this set, it ends in a tie. Very simple. Aratz will serve, ready to begin our third and final set of the day. There's a serve by Aratz. We begin our third set. Catch along the sidewall. Aratz sends this one deep. Long Robote coming out on the wall. That's missed. Aratz strikes first in set 3.
Only way to make that Robote, and it's difficult to do on the run, I mean, it's difficult to do, period, is your cesta has to be right on the wall. I mean, right on the wall in order for it to drop in, and then you really have no power. That's why you see them flipping it. Some better than others. In that case, went right off his frame.
Great catch on the inside by Nicholas. He sends it deep. Robote forehand turned at Nicholas's feet. What he scooped there on the front court. Tough one by Aratz, backing up at the 12 line, controls it and sends it to pass. Nicholas, nice Robote there, gonna kick off the sidewall too. Aratz just kind of lays it up. Nicholas couldn't get there in the air, steps back. Now sends it high back into the corner. That one died. Aratz on a knee. It up there again, but now Nicholas waiting at the 9 line, slows things down. Aratz takes it into backhand 2-wall. Dropping, scooped up on the outside, forehand, crossing low, picked up on the bounce. Robote forehand, kicks off the sidewall, back to Aratz's Costado, inside placement, that's a long run. Nicholas not gonna get there. 2 points to begin. Set number 3.
Nicholas not one to slow down when he's going into the side wall, but he is just coming off of an injury, and you saw him wince.
Yeah.
Just the thought of crashing into that sidewall, which you see all the time. And again, either your shoulder, your ribs, your hip. Those are the things that go into the sidewall first. None of it painless, especially if you're already playing with pain.
High, hard backhand. Robote coming out. Aratz turns it. Back to Nicholas, though. He handles off the sidewall. Quick release. Gets it by Aratz. He saves Robote on the backhand. Nicholas goes out to the inside. Long run. He's not going to get there. Inside placement gets Nicholas his first point of set 3.
We've seen Aratz do multiple change-ups and fakes. We haven't seen Nicholas do that. Nicholas, with a more offensive play there, work for him.
Straight to the inside here. Well done.
And Aratz is just everywhere, so trying to get it by Aratz. Good luck.
Passing into that corner again. Nicholas comes out with the right side. Robote stopped in the air. Aratz sends it over his head. Tough one. Dropping. Oh, he
What a
just
save.
flicked it up there before the second bounce. 2-all by Aratz. Nicholas on the move. Tracks it down. Sends it high to the outside.
What a
Oh, gave
catch.
Aratz a chance. Takes advantage. Sends it back inside.
What
but
a
Nicholas
catch.
gets back in there. Long run. Fine backhand follows. Robote to the outside. That'll score. At the second bounce. Third point for Aratz now, leads back to 2.
What you just saw was an example of court positioning. Impeccable by both Aratz and Nicholas. Watching how your opponent is throwing the ball, seeing where it's being released to, and getting there to make the play. Catch by Aratz comfortably above his waist. 2-all. Nicholas moves there, comfortably above his waist. Blasts it back, look at Aratz. And then Nicholas knows he's got to get back inside. He does. Straight outside. Beautifully done.
Nicholas leaping grab there in the corner. Oh, Aratz committed, made the play. Well beyond the 13 line. Looks it just above the pad, but Aratz tipped it. Nicholas now with 2. He'll serve.
That was rather fortunate for Nicholas.
Yeah, I mean, as big of a break as you can ask for in a third set. I feel like Aratz was maybe going to kill that one, and instead...
Absolutely. Can't speak for him.
Just
Don't
the
know what
1
was in
point
his head,
deficit.
obviously, but yeah, more than likely for Aratz to miss that ball, thinking about where he's going to throw it.
Aratz passes right off the bat. Robote turned inside. Catch by Aratz there at the 10. This one coming way out. It's right on the wall. Nicholas sends it. Not past Aratz, though. He cuts it off. Forehand to the inside. Long run. He's not going to get there. 4-2 lead for Aratz.
That ball kind of knuckled. It looked like Aratz made a full motion, like he was throwing it as hard as he'd throw anything else, but the ball didn't come off the wall that way.
No, it just kept kind of floating outside, and Nicholas couldn't get to it. Hard throw right into that corner. Aratz on the Robote, sends it high past Nicholas. This one dropping. Makes a save. Catch in the air off the side wall. Aratz plays another one. Nicholas sends this Robote wall to wall. Aratz falls down, puts it on the numbers. That scores. Had to keep it close to the side wall. He did there. 5 points in a possible set, possible match point.
That ball was beautifully thrown by Aratz. Off with Robote to the inside, goes back to the side walls, on the side wall the whole way.
Nicholas from the 12. Sends this one deep. Aratz commits, makes the play. Between the 12 and 13, he's able to clear the overhead screen. 2-wall Robote, though. That's perfect. Nicholas now with 3. Still going here in our final set.
When Nicholas does go on offense, it often works in his favor. This one certainly does. 2-all. Beautifully thrown.
Arutz takes in the serve, powers the backhand into that corner, kicking up. Nicholas off his footing, saves the rebote. Aratz with a leaping grab. That one kind of died. Nicholas lobs it up, just clears that screen. 3-wall play. Aratz fall down, 2-wall rebote. That scores for the win. Point, set, match, and game day, all going the way of the Fireballs, courtesy of Aratz, closing it out in the third set, 6-3. Folks, stay tuned. We will hear from our winner, Aratz, just a few moments.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Hey everyone, we are here with our winner, Aratz, able to close out the game day for your team. How excited were you for that opportunity they were stepping out against Nicholas to get that win?
Yeah, it was very important for me because the last time I lose the 2 matches, so I want a rematch, and it was a very important game too for the team because it's important on a day like this. You have to put your teeth like hard and go with all, and that's it. I do, and I hope we win. So happy.
Yeah, you guys went from a tie for fourth place all the way up into second place now with that win. How are you feeling about where you stand at this point in the year?
Yeah, I feel good. I think that the team is good. We have a good chemistry, and that's it. We help each other, and sometimes me, sometimes another one, sometimes all the players has to win the game. So it's a teamwork.
Awesome, Aratz. Great performance. Big win for your Fireballs. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at our standings here before we close out the day. And as we mentioned, there are the Fireballs moving on up into second place. You got the Warriors there in third. Renegades and Chargers now tied for fourth place in that final playoff spot. Everybody still trailing the Cyclones up at the top. Join us tomorrow night, Friday, a little bit later start time. That's 7 p.m. It'll be the Renegades and the Warriors. We'll see you then, everybody.